All right, that should be it. We should be good now. Yeah. Okay. We're back again, ladies and gentlemen. Those that's on the Ringo TV Raw channel, they already done understand the tech issues we just finished happen. I recently just went live on both channels and forgot to put the live stream on the reactions channel on public. So I had to restart that one as well. But nonetheless, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Everything is good. I had to set up one computer with an Ethernet cable so that there's no issues. The Wi-Fi is, upstairs. I'm downstairs. It's far away, so the signal is going to be really tough. So I had to get the Ethernet cable. Anytime you live streaming, you have to have Ethernet cables connected. So I see some ones. So everything looked like we good. Okay. All right. So let me rewind back this particular video here. So what exactly are we talking about? Well, first of all, appreciate everybody stopping by. Those of you that are on the Ringo TV Raw channel, those that are on the Reactions channel, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. We have a lot of work to do. We're going to be covering the case of Aaron, the Pop the Balloon Turtle, who was again interviewed by I think it was a man and woman, husband and wife. They interviewed him again to do yet some more damage control. And we're going to pretty much review their video to find out what they had to say, to see why Aaron is crying over the fact that Media Tutorials pretty much left him. That's right. Media Tutorials and Reviews was cool with Aaron just the other day, and within 24 hours, he just abandoned him. So we're going to take a look at the footage. We're going to do what we got to do, react to the entire interview, find out what's going on. I'm going to bring out the real information, unlike other content creators that waste your time. They're not really doing a reaction. They're not really breaking it down. I'm going to break it down. Now, understand the rules. This is a reaction channel. I'm not here to play a video in its entirety. I'm here to break it down. If you want to go watch the interview, you go to the original channels of those content creators and you watch the videos and do what you got to do. Over here, we break down videos. We do what we got to do, right? So that being said, let's go to the intro. Hopefully everything is good. Hope you have a great stay on the platforms so that you can pretty much get this truth. Let's go.
Yo, nigga, about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out clean as can be up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so soon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might like do it that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing. Yo, nigga, about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga, about that paper. 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 Hop on that jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They play me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it at top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but I fix the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look how far we progressed. Fluid, I don't see a threat.
All right. Let's get to work. As you come into the videos, as you come into the streams, just hit that like button one time so we can pretty much move through these algorithms and get this truth out there. We got a lot of things to talk about. We're going to break down the real. We're going to expose the lies. We're going to show you the real truth that nobody's breaking down. Now, when you come to Ringo TV Reactions, understand that we are certified 100% accurate truth all the time. We break down everything. We leave no stone unturned. We expose everyone. We call out names. We don't sugarcoat nothing. We don't pander to nobody. We don't have no ulterior motives. We just focus on the real. That's it, right? Now, if you've been following all the content, it's very clear that Aaron is a fraud. MTR is a fraud. Everybody's doing damage control because they're looking bad in these streets. Now, Aaron was featured on this other platform where he pretty much is now crying and pretty much trying to do more commentary that is exposing him even more. There's a lot of things throughout this video that we got to break down that is very, very bad. It's not good. I'm surprised the host of that platform didn't realize the incriminating evidence that they put out there. It just made matters even worse. If it could get any worse, it got worse. And I'm going to pretty much bring all of that out. So without further ado, let's pretty much get to the tapes, find out what's going on. Again, we are reacting to a video. I'm not going to sit here and play this video for, its entirety. I'm going to break it down when I feel I need to speak on the issue. So let's go.
Your boy Kites here with my lovely wife. It's just Alex.
What's up, people?
And we are also here once again with the legendary Weapon X, aka Aaron.
When did he become legendary? Like, seriously, like, when did he become legendary? What did he do that made him a legend? I mean, the man is a fraud, and everybody got scammed, and nobody's holding him accountable. I mean, with all the evidence and everything that is out there, you would think these two would be giving him pushback. But it's like, sometimes what happens with people is it's like they're already in too deep. So it's like, hey, I'm already in too deep. I got to continue to act like I'm, neutral, when really they're not neutral. I'm the guy that's neutral. See, when you're neutral, you're not on nobody's side. Everybody's getting pushback. Nobody's safe. But when you are not giving a man pushback and really calling him out on his BS, that's when we got to hold you accountable. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be holding those two accountable. I'm holding everybody accountable. Nobody's escaping the judgment, right? Nobody's safe. Let's get to the tapes.
Hey, you just did me a favor by tapping in, man.
That line is played out, fam.
Doing a reaction video, and we're going to clear up all the allegations once again, man. Let's get to it.
Yes, sir. So to give you guys context, MTR did an interview with my boy Aaron, and Abba Preach had also dropped some stuff that MTR kind of backed out from.
It's interesting how that content creator is shouting out MTR and Abba and Preach, but they don't even acknowledge Ringo TV. So I won't acknowledge you. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know what I mean? If you can't acknowledge me, I can't acknowledge you. That's just the way it is. Let's go.
And now MTR feels like he's been scammed. The sad reality is they did not give him the benefit of the doubt to provide evidence for what they were claiming. So Aaron's gonna watch this video, and whatever legally he can disprove, he gonna disprove right now, right?
And
but
I'm gonna say this much: please do not have selective hearing. Listen closely and make your analysis based on that.
right. So we're gonna jump right into it. Also, I already know before we even do this, there's gonna be 50, 60, 70 of you in the comments screaming about, where's the X? Talk to the X. Why is the X not here? Listen, Aaron has already initiated that he would be down to do a one-on-one interview with us moderating it with her.
You see, this is how you know he's a scammer. And the more I hear about him potentially wanting to agree to be in an interview with the X and him, and it's moderated, it is starting to look like, and I'm pretty much possibly the first to say this, it's possibly looking like as if though the X and Aaron is in on the scam. So let me just be the first to put that out there. Let me be the first to put that out there. There's a possibility that Aaron and his ex may be working together with this particular scam, because if she said she don't want to have nothing to do with him and she's done, why would she be agreeing to be on a panel, to do any sort of interviews to prove anything? Why don't you just move on with your life? And why would Aaron still try to communicate with a woman that he called a 304 and promiscuous and claim she's a cheater and everything that's possibly negative? Why would he even want to be on a panel talking about this woman? Why would he do that? Why waste everybody's time with all of this nonsense and bochinche? Why? You understand? Because they could both be working with each other. At this point, they could both be clout chasing together, and behind the scenes, they communicate. Because remember, when MTR was interviewing him, what happened? He said that his ex texted him on the phone and told him a few choice words. How come she still have access to text you? Shouldn't she be blocked? So y'all still communicating on the low. So let it be known, ladies and gentlemen, that on Ringo TV Reactions, Ringo TV Raw, there is a possibility that Aaron and his ex, even though her story is believable, even though Aaron confessed about stalking her, there could be a possibility that they're working together. There could be a possibility that they're very cool with each other. And it's all about getting to the bag at the end of the day. Let's go.
Reached out to her. We're giving her the appropriate space, because at the end of the day, we don't want to force somebody to do something they don't want to do. So Aaron has reached out. We have reached out. If the ex wants to do her interview, we will give her the respected space to do so. But do not spam it in here. We already got that covered. We already got y'all. But anyway, that's enough talking. We're going to jump straight into it. So this is the MTR. He dropped a video called "The Balloon Guy Lied to Me." So let's find out. Let's look at it.
Update, a serious update. In the story regarding the Pop the Balloon guy, after I asked him to provide receipts to prove that he lost his job, he got mad at me. And I'm gonna show you that. Before that, let's get into his GoFundMe. Now, mind you, this GoFundMe is how I came across this story. The Pop the Balloon story is something that happened a couple of weeks ago. What made it viral was him informing people on his Instagram, him uploading this GoFundMe saying that he was fired from his workplace because of 500 people called in because they were mad at the results of the show. They were mad at his demeanor on the show.
And Ringo TV pretty much uncovered the truth and exposed that that's not possible, because if 500 plus women did that, everybody would know the location of his job and they would have the phone numbers and everything. All of that info would have been leaked. We would all know that information. I'm the one who pretty much went out there and told the world that he did not get fired. It's all a hoax. It's all a scam. And if he did get fired, hear me carefully now, because some of you may misconstrue what I'm saying. There's a possibility that he was fired, but it wasn't because of women. It was because him and his agency that he was working for, they were beefing. We're going to prove that later on. There were some issues, some underlying issues that was revealed during this interview that I pretty much was able to see because I have the discernment. Throughout this particular interview, Aaron pretty much tried to bring up receipts where he showed or tried to prove that he's doing some sort of humanitarian efforts and stuff with people. And he brought up, I believe it was a Facebook post or something along those lines. And what he was putting out there is basically information that can get you fired. Because he was talking about how in the plumbing industry, they're charging all these high prices. They're doing this, they're doing that. And he said, y'all not going to be able to stop me, referring to a company are not going to be able to stop him. So basically, him and a company that he was allegedly working for had some sort of issues and they let him go. And that is why he wanted to push this thing about humanitarian efforts and doing free work and labor in terms of plumbing for those out there that are less fortunate, even though he never did no work for anyone. He made that post because he's trying to bring awareness to something. And this was before the so-called Pop the Balloon show. So when you factor in all of that, that was a conflict of interest. The agency he worked for probably most likely saw these particular posts or had some sort of issue with him where he was using company resources, which we talked about in previous videos, where he probably got caught out there using company vehicles, company credit cards, and various other things to enrich other people for free. And you can't do that if you are a plumber. And that so-called licensing that you see him walking around with, that's similar to a so-called OSHA certification. You know, like how you have 10 hours of OSHA? That's pretty much that. That's not even a real license. That's not even something where you can say, okay, you're a master plumber or a contractor. So technically, he's not even really a real plumber. If you really, really do all the research and understand what's going on, this man is a complete fraud. So we're going to get into that later on. Let's get back to the tapes.
You can see right here, right in the GoFundMe, it says, I was fired from work today due to these videos.
You can't get fired from your job in one day. When you're working for an agency and you're a plumber, there have to be a process. There has to be a hearing. You have a union that's supposed to fight for you. That you just can't go to work and they say, oh, you're fired and you got to go. No, if you could get let go that easy, then you're not really a plumber. You're like a helper. You're like an assistant. You're like an apprentice. You're like a guy who just, have certification to be around real plumbers, but you're not really a real certified plumber, if that makes any sense. Because that's the only way they can let you go. It's sort of like when you're on the job and you're on probation. When you're on probation, they can let you go. If you haven't completed your probation, then, you're walking on thin ice. You're walking on eggshells while you're at work. Anybody that's a 9-to-5 job, you know what I'm talking about. When you're on probation, you got to be on your best behavior, right? So that being said, let's get back to the tape. Let's go.
Today was honestly the first time that I cried in a while. Getting my license in plumbing was the biggest life accomplishment. It took years of hard work, studying, and praying. And then he also added some things in here about who he provides free plumbing services to. And then,
see, this is what I mean by simp behavior. You have somebody in the live chat saying that y'all destroying a black man's image for a black woman. When did I destroy a black? You sound butthurt. You sound like a lame. You sound like a person who is not paying attention to the facts of the matter here. We have a guy who's scamming people with a GoFundMe page, and you're worrying about a black man's image. Well, why don't you go give him your life savings and leave this live chat and stop wasting your time here? Matter of fact, let me do you a good favor real fast, because we don't have time to entertain this buffoonery and this type of nonsense. If you're coming in here, you're going to have to come in here and show some respect for the platform. We're not here to play games with you. We're not here to do all of this nonsense. Nobody's trying to destroy no damn black man. He destroyed himself. He came online flexing on black women, talking about he could pull 100K out of the bank. So he played himself. He's the one who told the world he's a certified plumber, a licensed plumber. Nobody did that to him. He did that to himself. He's the one that came on a dating show trying to find a wife when he's dealing with women that are promiscuous. He did that to himself. He's the one who dated a woman who's a single mom and whom he called a 304. He did that to himself. He's the one jumping on different panels, doing interviews, exposing himself. He did that to himself. But you want to sit here and blame me talking about I'm trying to destroy another black man when he running his damn mouth on all these different podcasts? You played yourself. Let's get back to the tapes. I don't got no time to waste none of you clowns.
he goes to say what he's going to do with the funds. He's saying humanitarian work, and then maybe he wants to become a content creator because now his ability to work is compromised. After I got wind of this, I did an initial reaction to it where I focused.
Right,
how could his ability to work be compromised? How could his ability to work be compromised if he's a licensed plumber? How could his ability to work be compromised if the man said he provides services for free for the elderly, the sickly, veterans, single mothers, single fathers, people on disability? He said he provides free services for these people. So how is that compromising his work efforts? How? The man said he don't even want to start a business. He said he don't want to start a business, but he want to provide free services. This man is a fraud, guys. He never provided free services. There's no documentations of that. There's no testimonies. A man that is a plumber, a licensed plumber, would have a site or something that he do with a plethora of videos showing him doing his job. Not only that, doing house calls and various other work. He don't have none of that. You understand? And anything you see him try to provide are little video clips here and there that he got from other places. The man is a scammer. And there's no other way around it.
Yes, sir.
Now, when I say my ability to work has been compromised, it certainly has been compromised due to people delving into my life history, you know, what I did in the past so deep. This situation has went global. People not let and let me repeat that again. Global. People from all over different countries have seen this, right?
Listen, you're flattering yourself. Nobody knows you and nobody cares, fam. You're a joke. At the end of the day, everything that's happening to you in today's day, you did to yourself. Nobody told you to come online and talk about your personal business. You did that yourself. So when I see clowns come into my live chat talking about people destroying a black man's image, it's crazy how when correction is coming forth, when people are given truth, it's all of a sudden destroying a black man's image. Did that clown go to MTR and say that he's destroying a black man's image? Of course not. He didn't do that. Did he go to Abba and preach and say you're destroying a black man's image? Of course, he didn't go there and do that. But when Ringo TV begin to air out the truth, all of a sudden I'm destroying a black man's image? No, the truth of the matter is the black man don't want to be held accountable. We like to talk about black women don't like accountability, but the truth of the matter is black men are fearful of accountability. They love to point the finger at the black woman. The black woman is this, the black woman is that, she's no good, she's out there in the streets. But the minute you try to put the light on what black men are doing, all of a sudden all of these guys start crying. Why? Because they don't like being exposed to the light of truth.
You guys have been looking into my background. Now, a company hiring me is what you fail to understand is can be the make or break of a company.
No, it can't be. That's all cap. Because what you're basically saying is that you're not really qualified to even be in these job titles, that people literally gave you a break. Because you being a felon or whatever the case is does not affect you from getting certain jobs. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is with black men in particular, where they love to hang on these little crutches about, oh, well, you know, I can't do this, I can't do that because I'm a felon. If you're a licensed plumber, nobody could tell you nothing. Nobody could stop you if you're a licensed plumber. It has nothing to do with your past. If you were a felon or you committed some crime, as long as you paid your debt to society, if you are a certified licensed plumber, a contractor, nobody could tell you nothing. There's a lot of guys out here that been to the penitentiary, committed crimes, they're felons, and now they got their own businesses and they got their lives back on track. You making nothing but excuses, fam. Let's get to the tapes.
You guys are painting me out to be this violent man, this narcissist.
And you're still online talking and running your mouth. You haven't moved on yet. How about you just get offline, go back to your life, do what you got to do. You're still clout chasing. Let's go.
This sociopath, all these things, right? If a company did hire me, their whole company can go straight to shit because they hired somebody that, you know, society does not approve of.
That must be a very small company. If that company is going to go straight to SHIT, then that must be a very small company that have no liability insurance and various other things in place. It must be a scam itself, because I don't understand how could you be working, making six figures, and yet you're so fearful of your job and so fearful of people knowing this and so fearful of knowing that. It sounds like you've been running a scam the whole time. And that's why we called you out days ago, before everybody. Let's go.
Now, can we continue on?
Yes, sir.
Just on the basic premise of, was his behavior on the show indicative of them getting fired? But again, I would have not known about this unless he told people and convinced us all that he got fired. But because, and I've said this multiple times before on multiple different videos, including the live streams that I did, because he has not showed hard receipts or proof of being fired, I never told anybody to go and donate to the young brother. So I tried to reach out to this brother because I wanted to receive.
MTR did damage control right there. He's saying that he never told anybody to go out there and donate to his GoFundMe. That's a lie, because the man's Cash App was promoted. Not only that, by the pure fact that MTR allowed him to come on his platform with 700,000 subscribers, trust and believe me, there was at least 10,000 dummies that donated money. So no matter how you put it, black men in particular was feeling sorry for Aaron just because. We're talking about men that have psychological issues, men that have insecurities, men that are beta male simps, men that can't get the woman they really like, men that been hurt in the past by women. So what happened is all of these incels and these beta males stick together. So once they hear a man go through a particular problem, they band together automatically. This is how they function. Very emotional men. These men are moved by their feelings and they don't do no research. So they just started giving all their money right away. And that's why his GoFundMe went up to $13,000. Even after I exposed it as a scam, men felt obligated to give this money because they figure he's a black man. He'd been violated by these women. They took his job, even though there was no proof of him getting fired. There was no receipts. There was nothing shown. He never told you where he worked. He never did anything. He told you he does humanitarian work. He does this. He does that. There's no children. You don't see him working with kids. You don't see him at a community center. You don't see him talking to parents. You don't see him out in the parks. You don't see him playing basketball. You don't see him doing anything with anybody. He played all of y'all, fam. Everybody got played with this particular guy's story. Let's get to the tapes.
Proof of that he was let go and the reason that he was let go. And because he was unable to reach out to me in the time that I reached out to him, I'm not going to leave a link to this in the description, but you guys saw his Instagram handle. If you want to go over there, take a look at his page and support him, that's 100% on you. It's just for me personally, in order to be able to link and to promote a GoFundMe, I have to see hard proof. I for damn sure.
The only reason why MTR is doing all of that backpedaling and damage control is because he's trying to make it seem like he's not responsible for you folks losing your money and jeopardizing your dollars. You know, so he's trying to make it seem like, look, before I give a stamp of approval for this guy's GoFundMe, I got to get more research and get more info on what's going on. He's only doing that as damage control. By the pure fact that he allowed the man to come on his platform, he already gave him the stamp of approval. Because before he did that, I already exposed Aaron as a fraud. Before MTR did the 5-hour live stream, I already exposed his GoFundMe. I exposed that he does no humanitarian work. I exposed that he didn't get fired from his job. I exposed everything. Everything that you heard Abba and Preach said regarding Aaron, I already said already. I already said all of these things already. Go look at the catalog of videos. Go look at the timestamps. Listen, ladies and gentlemen of the court of public opinion, if you want to know the truth, all you got to do is look at the timestamps. You go to my platform, look at when I started making videos about this episode of the Pop the Balloon show. Go to MTR, look at the timestamps of when he made his first videos. You understand? You go to Abba and Preach, you look at when they made their videos, and you research and you find out who exposed who first. And when you realize this, you'll see that Ringo TV Reactions is victorious because we're the ones who exposed the whole ordeal first and we put the info out there. And now all of these scammers have been exposed. So now MTR is trying to distance himself from this guy because why? He don't want it to mess up his brand. He do not want to have the same thing that happened with the Just Pearly situation. Y'all remember, when he had the situation with Just Pearly, it was a very, very difficult time because Just Pearly said some very questionable things regarding black people, and it put her in very hot water. And MTR was in the middle of that mess, and it made him lose subscribers. It made him lose support. It really put him in a bad situation. So he realized with Aaron, it's sort of like the same thing happening all over again. So he said, you know what? I got to get rid of this guy. I got to distance myself from him. So what he did, he went and he watched all of my videos. He started to learn all of the errors of his ways. And you see him come on YouTube talking about, oh yeah, you know, I'm taking accountability and I'm taking this L. And, you know, he trying to clean up the mess he made. It's too late for that, y'all. It's too late. He's responsible for disrespecting women. All of you ladies that's out there, y'all got to peep the game. This man disrespected Aaron's ex, called her all sorts of names, disrespected the way she looked. He compared her to the other woman. He did a lot of foul stuff. Then he came back to him, oh yeah, I apologized to her. I did this, I did that. You know, no, none of that is acceptable, fam. None of that is acceptable. You're an abuser of women just like Aaron. The same thing. Aaron claims and made it very publicly clear that he's a deceiver. He said that he deceived his ex He said that he put a tracker in her car, which makes him a weirdo. He also said that he used her out of house and home. He lived in her home. He didn't pay no rent. And he said he dipped on her. And all of that, MTR promoted on his platform in front of 700,000 subscribers. You tell me. You tell me. What was he doing? He was trying to make Aaron look good, but it backfired on him. Let's go.
Or don't want to be on the receiving end of another brick face incident, a person lying. I'm not saying that he's a liar, but I like to do further due diligence in the research before I put my stamp of approval on something. But I hope he gets back to me soon. I'd love to be able to have an interview with him, so we can get additional context into what kind of happened maybe before or after the show.
Okay. So hearing that, do you think that's a fair thing for him to say about donating? If he's going to donate to a cause, he wants to, make sure it's legit and all that.
Yes, I believe, what he said is fair thus far.
You see, this is where you messed up again, Aaron, because what you have to understand is you're getting upset with MTR, even though he's a fraud himself. But looking at this thing from the outside looking in, if you're being accused of being a scammer and people don't know if your GoFundMe is legit, then they're going to want proof. So you can't be upset if people calling you scammers or saying anything if you're not providing nothing that's supporting your so-called cause, then you're going to get thrown under the bus. That's just the way it is on social media. You know what I mean? But the problem is MTR is not the guy to be talking, because he was in support of your GoFundMe. He was in support of your movement. He was in support of you 100%. And then he started to turn his back on you after I exposed him. You know what I mean? That's when he started to pretty much try to backpedal, because he realized that the word is getting out there. So when Abba and Preach made a video pretty much speaking on the same things that I've already done covered, all of a sudden it got MTR's attention. All of a sudden now he started to make reaction videos to Abba and Preach. Why? Because he knew it was going to come down the pipeline that he was going to get exposed as being a supporter of a fraud. And he don't want that on his resume. He don't want that on his name, but it's too late. The damage has already been done.
Okay, got you.
Which kind of went into his particular response. What I did do is, in an attempt to humanize him and to find out more about his stories, I did a 5-hour live stream with him to donate. Also too, and because I said this in one of my videos, but what proof do you have that you were actually let go? And I'm asking because we've been scammed in the past. There's been people in the past that have Brickface. I just keep talking about her. Set up GoFundMe, and she's allegedly a liar. She's right. She's facing a felony count for lying right now. Do you have any proof to demonstrate fired?
Yes. Now I will have some. Give me a few more days. What's today? Friday. Yeah, give me a few days sometime next week, because we are negotiating.
With GoFundMe? Oh, negotiating with the workplace.
No. Yes. Negotiations are being made because
now,
they see the social media.
Press pause here.
Before he speaks, right, I got to share my thoughts on this situation. This is where MTR is a dirty person. I'm going to tell you why. Number one, you had a conversation with this man behind the scenes, right? You were supposed to keep that conversation between you and him private. Number two, the man said pretty much to give him a couple of days. Now, me personally, I feel that if you got fired, all you got to do is pull out your cell phone and show a receipt, right? But if the man said, hey, give me a couple of days, I'm going to see what I'm going to do because X, Y, and Z, this is happening behind the scenes. You were supposed to give that man that time to gather up those receipts, no matter how you see it. You're supposed to give him those couple of days, and then after a couple of days, if he don't come through, now you have grounds to pretty much call him out. But what happened? Because MTR is trying to do damage control, he went out into the public quickly to throw Aaron under the bus. Now, keep in mind, I'm in no way defending Aaron. You understand? What I'm trying to do is balance everything out to show you what is right and what is wrong. You understand? If the man said, give me a couple of days, then give him a couple of days. That's all you got to do. But see, MTR wanted to distance himself from him so that his audience could see that, okay, he took a L. he's trying to rebuild himself back up, his credibility. That's what he was trying to do. So he's trying to show his audience, like, see, I exposed him. See, champion me, congratulate me, I'm the man. No, he did the man dirty because MTR was rooting for him and supporting him, and then he just cut him off, did him dirty. And if you can recall, in my first initial videos, I said all of these people that are interviewing Aaron really don't care about him. These folks right here don't care about Aaron. I'm just keeping it a bean with you. They don't care about Aaron. You know what I mean? The same things they say about other creators in terms of people doing reaction videos and, oh, they saying they exposing this and they exposing that, but they're not really saying nothing. They're doing the same very thing, fam. At the end of the day, all these content creators are just trying to get a buck. They're just trying to make $1. It is what it is. And they're trying to be calm, cool, collected, as if though they're not doing anything wrong. Like they're neutral and they're not like those people. And no, they're all the same. Anybody that's interviewing Aaron is using him at this point. Anybody that's interviewing him. And they're going to all deal with the consequences later on when it all comes out because he's already exposed. You know what I mean? These things happen in these YouTube streets all the time with people getting exposed and people always taking L's because they want to give people the benefit of the doubt. Happens every single day. I don't trust none of these folks, fam. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Now, like I told this man, okay, we are negotiating severance pay, okay? If you know anything about severance pay, there are contracts, there are things that I would have to abide by in order for me to get a lump sum of money.
Right.
Now,
Okay.
I will be in dire need of this money if I'm unable to plumb.
But you said you have $100K in the bank, sir. You said that you have $100,000 in the bank that you can pull out on a game show looking for love. That's what you said, sir. So why would you be in dire need of this package deal if you, number one, said that you got fired, right? Now, all of a sudden, you're in negotiations. I thought you got fired. I told you, you just can't get fired from a job just like that. Not as a plumber, not as a licensed plumber. That don't work like that. You ain't even tell us about what your union is doing. What is your union doing? What is your union doing for you? See, nobody's asking them these questions. Where's your union, sir? Where's the union? What union you work? What union you're under? See, ask all these content creators that question. Let's see if MTR gonna regurgitate what I just said. What union is Aaron under? If you're a licensed plumber, you're supposed to be under a strong union. So we know you're a fraud. The only way you could get fired that fast is because you're not really a certified contractor, a real plumber that has a license to do the job. You're just somebody who is like a, what do you call those people when you go to a record label and you kind of just, you could go hang out in the studio and just kind of get some work experience. That's what he was, in my opinion. You know, one of those kind of people, man. Like whatchamacallit, intern, like an intern, something along those lines. That is what he was. Because if you're one of those kind of folks, yeah, we could get rid of you. We could get rid of you with the quickness. Because that ID or that license thing that he keeps showing, that's sort of like an OSHA 10-hour certificate card that says that you have, I guess, the training of understanding safety and so forth. That's what that pretty much is. He's not really like a master plumber or a real licensed plumber that is a contractor that can really go out there and do jobs. So with that license, he's not supposed to be doing side jobs. He's not supposed to be out there doing house calls and giving free labor. He's not supposed to be doing that. Not with his certification. He's not supposed to be doing that. If you really do the research with the certificate that he have in terms of license, That's not for him to be out there doing side jobs and doing all of this stuff for free. So by him going on Facebook and telling the world that he does this and he's going to provide free services for this and that, his company or whatever he was working for most likely got a hold of that information and got rid of him. It's a conflict of interest. Conflict of interest. It had nothing to do with black women. But MTR tried to throw black women under the bus. That's the biggest mistake he made. Yes, in the beginning, everybody thought that, yeah, black women did this, the women got him fired. But once all the smoke cleared, when I did my initial video, I started putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm like, hold up, 500 phone calls. How did these women get the job number, but yet nobody have the number? Who was these 500 women to get a number from a job, and where is it? And how come nobody don't know the location of his job and the address? You know? Now, of course, somebody gonna end up digging real deep to try to find what was this and what was that. But at the end of the day, there's no need for all of that extra stuff. Some people just go out of their way to try to find everything about a person. He already done been exposed. There's no humanitarian efforts. He don't work with children. There's no testimonies. There's nobody vouching for him. There's nobody in the hood that's vouching for him. You don't see him in the streets. You don't see him in any neighborhoods. He's not doing anything. So the entire GoFundMe was one big scam from the beginning, just like I said it was, you see? And it's really sad that it took social media influencers this long to peep the game. And these are social media influencers that have large platforms with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they make all this money, but yet they don't have the discernment to recognize when somebody's scamming. It's really sad.
The man wants me to put out these documents. Let me consult an attorney first.
Okay.
I'm not going to put out this document and you already showing me you're not trustworthy, because look how you turned your back on me in 24 hours.
Do you see how Turtle Man is crying? He's crying right now because he can't believe that his man MTR pretty much turned his back on him. That's a conflict of interest between them two right now. Because, you know, they were trying to push that red pill garbage, and for whatever reason, it now backfired. This is crazy, man. Let's go.
He was upset that I was unable to give him this documentation without consulting an attorney in a timely fashion that he would like.
Okay. Okay. Let's continue.
Media attention, and they are frightened. So,
Okay.
That's all I can say, but say that much.
Okay, well, when you get that update, let me know, and I'll do everything in my power to make sure that my audience knows as well as within the GoFundMe. I think you can update it and you can show other pictures or proof for something like that. But I know that that's a concern for folks as well. What I've come to find out is that there were so many lies told to me.
With the update, I don't know if I'm at liberty to discuss this, you know, legally, but, you know, I don't know if I can say I have shown, you know, some sort of documentation that can be confirmed something is in the works.
Okay. And that's with the alleged company that you're going in that dispute with. Right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And because you're saying because you have this open case with them, there's things you can't say, because is there like a repercussion they will put on you for saying?
I'm saying I have a contract, okay? I don't know all of I'm not an expert at law.
Okay.
So I need to go to an expert at law so I'm not getting sued for putting up some type of documentation, trying to, you know.
Fam, you sound crazy, fam. You literally claim that you worked for a company and you're afraid to say whether or not if you got fired because you're afraid of getting sued. You're making it seem like you deleted someone, like you're on trial for murder or something. This ain't even that serious. Like, seriously, you said you got fired. It's a simple, like, yes or no. Here's the email that says, and it shows right there that, yeah, effective immediately, you're no longer employed by this company. That's all you have to provide. You don't even have to show all this extra stuff. Just a simple email with a date, time, and stamp that says it came from this particular company. Case closed. There's nothing illegal about that. If you got fired, you got fired. you know? So by the pure fact you couldn't provide that, there's a problem. All of that other talk about, oh, you know, we're in negotiations. All of a sudden you're in negotiations. You didn't put that on your GoFundMe. If that's the case, how come you didn't update your GoFundMe? How come you didn't do that? See, I asked the real questions. If you're in negotiations of getting back some sort of monies or even getting back your job, how come you didn't update your GoFundMe so the viewers can know that, hey, update guys, I got great news. The company, we're doing some negotiation on the contract, and you know, how come you didn't do that? You still got them believing that you don't got nothing because it's a scam. Let's go.
Prove myself to anything or anything of that nature. They don't care about any consequences I'm gonna face. All they're caring about is creating content for their platform.
YouTube is all about creating content. That's what YouTube is for at the end of the day. That's why you're here. That's why you're doing interviews right now. Everything about social media is content. The reason why we have 300 people over here is because they want to see the content. Stop complaining about content. That's what we do.
Okay.
His main concern was, oh, you know, people are disapproving of what I said now, and people don't like this and that. Not, oh, who cares if he gets sued and lose everything he has? Who cares, you know, moving forward? We just want to know.
Okay, so that's what you meant by facing the consequences is repercussion from the job.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Because there is an attorney involved.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
What's the attorney's name so we could look him up? What attorney? If he's an attorney, then he's a public servant. What is his name? What is the attorney's name? See, I'm asking the questions nobody's asking. Nobody's asking these questions. None of these content creators is asking them. If you said there's an attorney involved, then he's a public servant. You know, anybody can hire him. Anybody can pretty much research the website, the law firm, and we can pretty much verify if this is even true. So what's the attorney's name? I bet you don't post it. I bet you don't know nothing because you're a fraud. It's just that simple. Provide the name, the website, you know, bar number, everything. Provide it. See, they can't provide none of this info. But let's go.
All right, let's keep it going.
But this guy had everybody convinced that he got fired, right?
No, he ain't have me convinced. He had you convinced. Let's go. Because see, if you look at the GoFundMe thing on the screen right there, in my initial videos, I broke down what he stated in bold, where he said, I also provide free plumbing services to Army veterans. Now think about this. How many of you have and know Army veterans? Think about Army veterans, how many Army veterans and patriotic people are out here, especially in the country. A lot of patriotic people, right? So when you say stuff like that, it's going to resonate with a certain group of people that are going to begin to support you. Just because you said Army veterans, it's like you're honoring the veterans. So they're going to be very supportive of you. So he made sure to post that. Then he put in single mothers. But he knew if he put single mothers, it would be bad to neglect the fathers. So he said single fathers, you know? And then he said, you know what? Let's go even further. Those with property management issues. Now, what does that mean? Property management issues. What that pretty much mean is this. If you live in an apartment complex or you live in a home where you're renting and management is not sending maintenance to take care of your plumbing issues, bathtub is clogged up, you know, you got some sort of piping issues and it needs repair and they're stalling all these repairs. What he's essentially saying is that he will take care of your plumbing needs. That goes against code. Why? Because you as a so-called licensed plumber that is not a contractor, you're not a master plumber, you cannot touch equipment in any sort of housing, an apartment or anybody's house. You cannot mess with any of the equipment. If you do, you're supposed to have liability insurance. You're supposed to have all of the proper paperwork that prove that you're certified to actually deal with that. Not only that, management would have to know who you are, and you would have to sign the log book and sign the log sheets so that everything is logged and it's verified that if something went wrong, you're liable for damages. So all of this talk about doing humanitarian work and providing free plumbing services for all these different people, that's a lie. There's no way he could provide that without the proper documents. He's not really a true licensed plumber who is a contractor. He's not. So he's not supposed to be doing any work in nobody's place. And if you allow him to come into your residence to do any sort of work, guess what? If there's any sort of damages and you let him come in your house, guess what? You're going to have to take that L. Because if something happens to your system, what are you going to say? You going to say you made somebody come into your house and mess with your system and they're not even licensed to do this? This doesn't make any sense. This is why he said he didn't want to start the business. It's because he's not really a businessman. It's because he don't have the proper licensing. It's because he's not really a contractor. He's not in a position to do that level of work. He can go to jail for that type of stuff. You can go to jail. You can go to prison for this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You can't walk around posing as a licensed plumber and then trying to do work in people's homes and then you cause problems. It can be very, very, very expensive. And you can get taken to the bank because of these issues. That's why he don't want to start a business. Everybody was telling him, start a business. He's like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want my name out there. I don't want nobody to know where I live. But yet he said he provides services for people for free. So which one is it? You don't got a problem doing work for free, but you don't want to get paid? He's a fraud, ladies and gentlemen. All of this I exposed days ago. Let's go.
Well, in an attempt to continue to support the young brother, I actually talked to him this morning and asked him, when are you going to provide us a receipt? Because I'd love to be able to show. And I think the quicker that you provide receipts, the quicker that GoFundMe, who has locked his account, he is unable to get this money out of his account right now, would open it. In fact, let's go through the DM conversations right now. So yesterday, last night, Sunday at 9:02 p.m., he called me out of nowhere. I missed that call. Notifications on my Instagram are obviously off. I only see things when I actually check my Instagram. He called me. I didn't see it. He said, damn, bro, that's crazy, man. You got me looking insane now and painted me out the wrong way. And I'm thinking to myself, when I finally saw this, I'm like, what are you talking about? What do you mean painted you out the wrong way? I've been going above and beyond to let you recount your story. I hold you accountable when you say weird things like tracking the woman in the car or, you know, when you're throwing money in the club.
Let's pause right there.
Okay.
Tracking a woman in the car. That's weird. At first, you know, it was, I understand. Now it's weird to make your content better. It's weird that a woman manipulated me into believing that, you know, she was being faithful to me and she was sleeping with somebody. And yeah, I want to find out. Who wouldn't want to find out that their significant other is not being faithful?
Fam, you weren't married to this woman. Stop it. What are you doing? She was not your wife. She was a single mother. You know what you're getting into. You know, I tell you guys all the time, you know, when you take these risks and you get with women that got kids, there's a possibility she's going to have another man somewhere messing with her baby daddy, you know, giving him some head. You know, it is what it is. You know, when you sign up for that life, you got to be prepared for the worst, you know? So I don't know why you're crying now. Yes, it's unfortunate that, you know, MTR turned against you. And at first he was understanding. At first he was like, you know, he understands, you know, why you were doing what you're doing. But now he's throwing you under the bus. He's doing that because it's called damage control. He's doing that because I've been exposing him as a fraud. You know what I mean? So he's going to throw you under the bus. I told you from the beginning that when MTR initially did the interview, the reason why he did his interview is because he's seen he's seen this couple doing an interview first. And he saw that they got views on their video. I believe their original video is probably at 200,000 views already, right? So it pretty much went, you know, semi-viral, right? Immediately. And once MTR realized that, he said, wait a minute now. These people going viral, they don't got that many subscribers. You know what? I got to do a video. I'm going to definitely be eating off of this particular story. And that's why he started doing interviews and started putting out all those videos. Why? Not because he cared about Aaron. He really don't care about this guy. You know what I mean? This is how it is on social media. Nobody really cares about the truth, and nobody really cares about the lie. It's all about making $1. And that's how a lot of these content creators are. They really don't care. They're just a bunch of sharks and snakes. Let's go.
To them, regardless of how I did it, love make you do crazy things at times. You know, some people fall in love at first sight. It don't matter if it was 30 days, 40 days, however long the case may be. You know, love make you do crazy things sometimes. Was it okay? No. Would I do it again? No. I learned a valuable lesson from it.
Okay.
And yeah, I learned a valuable lesson from it. So we can continue on.
One thing I want to note, when I was watching this the first time, there was a guy in the comments, and if somebody could find the guy, he had said, if leaving the phone and tracking is considered weird, why is it that we can do stuff like hire private investigators, use all these little different resources like catch a cheater and all these things, or have YouTube channels exposing people for cheating by setting up fake sting operations and all that, but then him leaving his spare phone in her car to see where she's at, that's where we deem it as completely unacceptable.
See, I don't even know why this clown right here literally said what he just said. That don't even make no sense. So you mean to tell me, sir, that you sitting down there with your wife? Now, I know why you're saying that. I know why. You're literally telling me that you agree with Aaron leaving a phone in his car, in his ex-woman's car, to track her whereabouts to see whether or not. So you're telling me that that's manly, masculine behavior. And then on top of that, to add insult to injury, you're telling us that, well, you know, we hire people to investigate. Who? Only a simp does that. I could care less what some damn woman is doing, bro. Like, real talk. Because the way my principles go is as simple as this. If a woman respects you, she's not out there taking D from another man. If she is, she don't respect you. So at that point, I'm not worried about all this extra stuff. I really don't care. I'm just going to focus on getting this bread. I'm going to focus on growing as a man, and I'm going to keep my peace. But I'm not going to be out here worrying about some damn woman to see, well, what is she doing at work, who she's sleeping with, who she's giving head to. Bro, why don't you just go find yourself another woman? Because you're wasting your time with all of that energy, fam. I told you already, a lot of times you have women that you deal with, they at their 9 to 5, they taking heavy meat from one of the co-workers. You know what I'm saying? They topping off the supervisor. It is what it is. There's nothing you could do about that. You know? It is what it is. You got to, stop crying. If you're supposed to be a boss, if you're supposed to be the man, you know what I mean? You're the muscle man. You're the man that's in the gym. Why all of your women are promiscuous and cheating on you? I'm just asking questions, fam. If you really that G, if you putting heavy meat in your woman from the back, she shouldn't be thinking about some other dude. I told y'all already, guys. A lot of y'all not listening to me. When you're with a woman, right, you got to put heavy meat inside of her. You have to give her the work of God. That's just the way it is, fam. A lot of you guys are scared of women. You don't know what to do with their bodies. You don't know how to touch them. You don't know how to play with them. You don't know how to do nothing, fam. It's like you guys, y'all just weak. And it's like y'all just be wanting the nut when you get with a woman. Nah, you got to give her the work of God. You got to make her respect you. You got to give her an experience that's going to make her think about you and only you all day long, to the point where she's at work, she can't wait to get home. But you guys are not doing that. You could tell that this guy's a loser. You could tell that he wasn't giving his woman no heavy meat. He wasn't putting in that work. He was too busy being in the gym. It's just that simple, fam. So now you got this guy, this couple here. He's justifying his actions of stalking a woman. So that's a red flag already. So you can't even take them serious. You can't even take them serious, y'all. Let me rewind that back so you can hear that mess again. Check this out.
Yeah, I learned a valuable lesson from it. So we can continue on.
One thing I want to note, when I was watching this the first time, there was a guy in the comments, and if somebody could find the guy, he had said, if leaving the phone and tracking is considered weird, why is it that we can do stuff like hire private investigators, use all these little different resources like catch a cheater and all these things, or have YouTube channels exposing people for cheating by setting up fake sting operations and all that, but then him leaving his spare phone in her car to see where she's at, that's where we deem it as completely unacceptable. And so I saw that comment. I was like, that is a fair point, because
He said it's a fair point, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, people just be losing credibility as soon as they start talking, fam. These are the guys that y'all support. He said it's a fair point. So me putting a recorder in my woman's car to see if she's cheating makes me a masculine man. No, it makes me a simp. It makes me a beta male. It makes me a loser. Because if I'm constantly thinking about this woman is cheating, then most likely she's cheating. It's time to move on. You know, it's just that built-in intuition that just kind of let you know, yeah, there's a possibility my woman taking heavy meat. So you know what? Let me go out there and find me another woman. You know what I'm saying? Let me go out there and find me another woman so I could get some head. That way I could forget that broad. You see? Because I'm just being honest with you, fam. Some of you guys, man, you just got to get yourself another woman. You'll forget about that woman that's driving you crazy. You get yourself a fine woman, get some head, you know what I mean? And just kind of chill and lay back. Fam, all your problems and stress will go away. You know? But if you chasing down this broad and stressing yourself out, worrying about who's cheating and what man she with, you're a loser, bro. You're just a loser. And based on the interview that he did with MTR, he was talking so much about her cheating, his ex cheating with the guy downstairs. I'm like, damn, bro, you just putting all your business outside, making yourself look bad. Like, he was making himself look very, very bad online.
Let's look at, there's a channel, UDY. UDY is all about catching cheaters and gold diggers, but they basically set up like sting operations to
it's YouTube. It's called entertainment. It's all it is, man. It's entertainment. It's TV. What this guy did is real life. He literally set up a phone to track his woman. That's weirdo stuff at the end of the day.
catch cheaters. So, but those are glorified. But if a man does it, then now it's demonized. And I'm not saying that I'm supporting what you did.
That's exactly what you're doing. You're saying that you supported what he did.
So I don't want people to misinterpret it that.
No, there's no misinterpreting. That's exactly what you said.
But I do feel like that is a good, something that needs to be addressed. Why is it that we allow TV shows and stuff to do this, but then we get super upset when we see somebody do it, you know? Not saying that UDY is a TV show, shout out to them, I guess, but they're not professional, like they're not licensed professional investigators, but they do.
What do you mean by licensed professional investigators? That sounds dumb. What do you mean license? What do you gotta get a license to investigate something now? I gotta get a certification in order to do investigations? You don't need no license to be an investigator.
Do these things. So it's kind of like, that's something that was on my mind. So, you know, I get it though.
Have these conversations, but what you tell to me is you're trying to be better. These are in private conversations. You're trying to be better. You're trying to learn. You're looking for advice. You're looking for mentorship. There is nothing that I've done up to this point.
Pause. I never asked this man for no mentorship. I have some highly intelligent brothers that I interact with, you know, on a weekly basis, that I have a brotherhood with. I never asked this man for no mentorship.
See, that's what MTR did as a plug to plug these scams that these YouTubers be doing. Ladies and gentlemen of the court of public opinion, listen to me very carefully, right? Let me make you aware of a couple of kind of scams that are on YouTube right now. Y'all want to know? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know some of the YouTube scams that are going on right now. All right. A couple of the YouTube scams that are going on right now is this thing called a one-on-one consultation. One-on-one consultations. These are the biggest scams on social media, where content creators crown themselves as experts that can solve all of your problems. And all you got to do is hit them up, pay a fee, and you have a one-on-one consultation with a YouTuber. And their job is to help you for a certain amount of time and at a certain fee to get all your problems out of the way. That's one of the biggest scams on social media right now is one-on-one consultations. If you see anybody doing that about, hey, for a one-on-one consultation, hit me up at such and such and such, and you pay this fee, it's a scam, right? Their job is just to talk and say the things you want to hear and keep you there long enough to make the money keep coming in. Another scam that is in these YouTube streets, social media, is content creators saying that they have a live streaming course, a course that can help you be a YouTuber, a course that will teach you how to live stream, a course that will make you understand the business of YouTube. All of these courses are all scams. All of them are scams. These guys are hustlers and pimps. These guys are liars, manipulators. If you want to know anything about YouTube or content creation, there are so many free videos on YouTube that you can just type in and get whatever info you need. It is not that difficult. Anybody selling a course on how to do this, my package club course, the 10 steps to go viral tomorrow, all of that is a scam. None of it is real. None of it is going to work because, number one, in order to be successful at content creation, you have to have talent. And if you don't have that, it's not going to work for you. So it doesn't matter if you paid $1,000 for a course, it's not going to work. And there are many people that paid for these courses and nothing is progressing in their life. And they're frustrated right now. These people are miserable. These are big scams. You know what I mean? So be very careful of that. Another thing that is a major scam in these YouTube streets, if you hear content creators saying this, they're lying. They'll say, oh, I get a ton of emails from, my viewers, asking me questions about this and that. And, so I wanted to do this particular topic because I got about 100 emails from people. They don't get no emails. They're not getting no emails. Nobody's emailing them. They just make this stuff up to sound important. Like, they got all this attention coming in and people really looking up for them for advice. No, they're just making stuff up, fam. It's just like when you go to these Christian churches and the pastor constantly telling you about God is going to bless you if you sow a seed. It's all a scam. You come to the church, you walk inside.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to my church. Amen now. Amen. Amen. Welcome to the church. I'm Pastor Leroy. And today's sermon that we're going to talk about is bring ye all the tithes to the storehouse. Yes, amen. Amen. I said amen. That's right. You see, God want to work a miracle in your life. That's right. I need for all of y'all on this side of the church to get your checkbook out right now. Amen. The Lord is telling me right now, you, Sister Carol over there, the Lord is telling me for you to write a check for $10,000. That's right. You right there with the red shirt, the Lord is telling me that he's going to give you a blessing. But you got to sow a seed of $25,000. Yes, sir, right? Amen. Amen.
All of that in these churches are scams. They're all scams. That's how they make money. The Lord ain't sending y'all nothing. What do y'all think the Lord is? Some sort of genie in a bottle? You just rub the bottle and get what you want? It don't work like that. But anyway, let's get back to the tapes.
But yes, I am certainly trying to get better. I embrace that perpetual cycle of learning and developing new skills and trying to be a better person day in and day out. That's what I'm thriving to do.
Okay.
So, yeah, we can continue.
Got you.
That demonstrates me attempting to make you look crazy. It sounds more like someone biting the hand that is giving them a platform. He follows up and he's
basically biting the hand that feed him. That's basically what he said right there. He basically said that Aaron bit the hand that feed him. That was cold and dirty.
says, man, bro, this got me stressing hard. Man, I thought you was my friend. I wrote this morning, just woke up, hit me when you get this. I then follow a reply to one of his messages.
Message of truth. A lot of people that you think is your friend, especially in these YouTube streets, are not your friends. I'm just letting you know straight up and down, fam. A lot of people that you might think is your friend is not your friend. Do you understand me? I'm just being honest with you. So for him to think that him and MTR was friends right off the top, that was a bad idea. Again, social media is big business. Nobody cares about nobody, fam. A lot of content creators are sharks, snakes. It's cutthroat in these YouTube streets. I already done tell you, they don't even acknowledge me, fam. They copy all my work every single day and they never acknowledge me. I mean, even this couple here, they didn't even acknowledge me. I'm pretty sure they saw my videos, but they didn't acknowledge me. You see, that's how they are in these streets. They don't acknowledge nobody. They'll acknowledge the big YouTubers, the ones that have hundreds of thousands of views and got millions of subscribers. Why? Because they want those mentions. They figure, hey, if I do this, I'll get a mention. If I do that, I'll get a mention. MTR don't even care about these two. MTR don't care about that couple. He really don't. Just because you see him shout them out and do this and that, that's all a part of the business. But at the end of the day, he don't really care about nobody. That's how it is in these streets. You're gonna learn the hard way, but this is the real talk, man. Let's go.
It's about him stressing. And I'm
Now,
like,
let's
not
stop.
sure what you're
Let's
talking
stop.
about.
Let's
Yeah.
stop right here before we go any further.
Okay.
I told the man I was stressing hard because can we pull up YouTube, please? Can I tell? I want to know. I thought this man was my friend. Let's go to YouTube and let's look at the thumbnail or the highlight of his YouTube video of how he portrays me.
Okay.
After we had a 5-hour conversation, look what the man says. What does he say?
See, Aaron is showing his true colors here in how he don't know how to judge character. The same way Aaron falls in love with 304s in his own words, right? He fall in love with these women in a short period of time is the same way he is with men in terms of thinking people is his friend. Because he did a 5-hour video with MTR, he automatically assumed they're good friends, they're cool, he wouldn't double cross me. But see, that's the problem. The same way he have problems with women is the same way he have problems in every walk of life with anybody. It's the same exact thing. He trusts in people too much.
I was a violent man.
Right. Hold on real quick. I'm
He
gonna
admits to try.
pull them up, all of these, so you can that way the audience can see it.
We spent 5 hours talking about all type of prolific things.
Okay.
And the man highlights the negativity. Out of everything, that's what you highlight. I told you, bro, I almost broke down on your stream. I opened up to the world. Man, I took a breath of fresh air when I was done talking to this man because I felt relieved that I finally, yes, I told the truth. You know, I didn't want to put that out there. It is embarrassing because I didn't want to make myself look like a creep. I didn't want to make myself look like a simp, but it is what it is, man.
Listen, if I can give you any word of advice, even though you're a scammer and a joke to me, I still gotta give you real talk. When you come on social media, the vultures are all around. It's only but a few people on social media that are real people, stand-up men and women of integrity that are really concerned about truth and order. Whereas others, they're not like that. It's a dog-eat-dog world. When they saw Aaron, they saw food. I'm just telling you how it is in the streets. It's just like when you're in the hood. If you weak, if you're a person that's easy to get robbed, a person that's soft, then you're going to be food. You know what I mean? So when they saw you, they saw food, bro. I'm just being honest with you. The couple that's sitting there literally interviewing you, they see you as food, bro. They're not going to tell you that because they playing a game. I can see through them. They see you as food, bro. You the one getting the numbers in. You the one that's going to help them get that YouTube check for the month. I'm just being honest. I'm the only honest YouTuber, fam. I'm the only one on YouTube that actually keep it a buck with the people. That's why they rock with me, bro. Because I keep it a bean. I don't lie. I don't sugarcoat. I don't have no time for all of that. They see you as food. That's why they interviewed you. That's why they followed up another interview. Why? Because their first video got 200,000 views. That's a nice check at the end of the day. So if we could do another video interview and get another 200,000 views, man, we good, fam, for next month at the end of the day. Just keeping it a bean, man. Nobody care about you. You just food, bro. Let's get back to the tape.
I was in love. You know, that's what it is. But look how the man portrayed me in a negative image.
Because that's how social media is. Negativity is what sells. Negativity is what sells. Nobody want to hear anything positive, bro. You became food for thought. So at the end of the day, you came on MTR's show thinking that he rocking with you, thinking that he's a man of his word, thinking that he's cool. But the whole time the dude saw you as food, bro. You were an easy target, bro, because you weak. You fall for women and you fall for the manipulation. You got played, bro. You know, you got played on the Pop the Balloon show, and you got played in all of these interviews. Everybody using you for food right now, fam, at the end of the day. And nobody's getting to the truth. So everything you getting, it's because you're on social media. If you don't want nobody talking about you, get off social media. You know? You became food for everybody. That's why everybody's talking about you. The more you stay on social media running your mouth about this and that, the more people going to talk. Any little word you say, they're going to flip it, twist it, edit it, re-edit it, switch your words around, make you look crazy, even if you are saying crazy things. I mean, just the other day, you admitted on MTR's show that you, in fact, had the tracker in your ex-woman's car. Right there, you crucified yourself. It's over for you. Once you said that, it's a wrap. Once you said that, it's over. There's no getting back from that. There's no coming back from that. It's going to be forever on the web. So the best thing you could do is get off social media, go back into your life, and rebuild. And that way, everything will cool down. By next month, nobody's talking about you no more. That's just the way it goes.
You're damn right I'm stressing. You're damn right I'm stressing, man. I may never, ever do plumbing again because of this, bro. This is the only skill I have. I was not working as no personal trainer.
You see how you just said this is the only skill you have? Nobody needs to know that, bro. Like, you literally are telling the world this is the only skill I have. So if everybody know that's the only thing you have, they know what they can do to hurt you. You're giving people the ammo, bro. Even though you are lame and a joke and I don't respect you and I don't see you as a victim, I still got to give you the truth so you can understand the real. You're telling people about your weaknesses and your insecurities. Now everybody know that's all you got. So now they know how to wound you. They know how to take from you now because you're telling them what your issues are, you know? Shout out to William for the support. And I believe somebody else had gave a super chat. I didn't catch the name, but you know what I mean? Salute to the other person that supported the show as well. He said, mad props to you, family. You called this from the beginning. That's right. You know? Look, a lot of people feeling sorry for this guy. This guy's a grown man, fam. I don't feel sorry for him. He's on social media. A lot of people are, you know, like, oh, you know, he needs to get a job and, you know, it's going to mess him up. You know, y'all trying to destroy a black man's image, all this dumb stuff. The man is on social media telling everybody his life business, bro. You know, you got to understand what comes with the territory. MTR throwing him under the bus was going to come either way. I told y'all what he was going to do. I warned y'all. He care about the clicks and the views. These content creators are vicious. They don't care about the truth. They care about just making those views to make that money for that month. Once I got 2-3 videos that are popping and these videos are getting numbers, hey, this month I'm good. Let me start working on next month content. That way next month's check is going to look good. Oh, that's good. Okay, let me start working on this content so the next month I'm good. That's all they care about. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about the truth, fam. You see? If they did, they'll be watching my videos. They go to those other platforms to be entertained. You understand? They don't go there to get the truth. They go there to hear the bochinche and then be amused and laugh and giggle, and then they go back to their miserable lives. That's pretty much what it is. A lot of people don't care about the truth too.
Anybody that knows me will tell you, hundreds of people ask me all the time to train them, but I will not train anybody because I'm too worried about me suffering consequences from things that I did in my street life. I don't know, you know, if these people are trying to pretend they want some fitness and want to do some harm to me. I don't know. So basically he's paranoid. It doesn't make any sense what he's saying when you really think about it.
because he's concerned about somebody harming him. When just the other day, he said, if you think about coming next to him with any drama, you got something coming, which means he got the choppers on him. He got the Second Amendment in his pocket. But for some reason, he's worried about people coming around him to harm him. But yet he said that he's doing plumbing work for free. Make it make sense. In order to do plumbing work for free, people got to be around you. So I don't understand why he's paranoid. This guy is running from something.
Don't take those type of risks. It's not worth it at all. But you guys are stealing plumbing from me now to the point where I may not even be able to return to my old life. Y'all want me to go back to the streets, man. Y'all want to see me in prison, man. It's crazy, man.
Bro, stop crying, bro. Stop stinking crying. You're supposed to be a grown-ass man, bro. Talking about, oh, we want to see you go to prison. We want to see you go back to your life. Nobody can make you go back nowhere but you. Only you can make yourself go back. You're over there crying like a little kid. Like somebody took something from you. Nobody ain't take a damn thing from you. You a grown man. You made your decisions. You got to hold that L. You the one that came up on a show talking about, well, I could pull out 100K from the bank. I could do this. And now look at you. You got MTR making you cry. You got the people making you cry. That's weakness, bro. You making all these people on social media get these memes. They're going to take that little clip right there and they're going to spin that in a YouTube short. Heck, I might make a YouTube short with it. Serious. They're going to take that little clip, that little emotional moment right there and be like, oh yeah, Aaron the plumber caught crying after such and such happened. You making yourself look bad, bro. That's all weakness. Because by you saying they took something from you and they did this and they did that, man, it just goes to show while you was on the balloon show, that level of boasting wasn't worth it, man. I'm telling you, man, they're gonna come for you. This is social media. You gotta have tough skin when you're on social media. I'm telling you, because people gonna come for you. They're gonna lie. They're gonna manipulate. They're gonna slander your name. They're gonna do all sorts of things to put that pressure on you. And if you weak, bro, you ain't gonna last in this game, bro. So if you're thinking about being a content creator, fam, you better get into the gym of social media and learn how this thing works.
That's what y'all is really pushing me back towards doing.
Wow.
We don't want that. At the end of the day, I don't want to see anybody go back to that state.
I don't care if you go back to that state, bro. Like real talk, fam. That kind of talk right there is weakness, bro. That's what I don't understand this, fam. You literally talking about people, oh, you don't want me to go back to that stuff. Fam, if you want to go back, that's your choice. That's no different than a woman sleeping with another man and she's your woman. A woman is going to do what she's going to do regardless. You know? There's nothing that you could do to stop a woman from going out there messing around with some other ninja. There's nothing you could do. You understand? She going to do what she want to do. Baby, please don't cheat on me. Please don't do this, honey. You know, I really love you, girl. I really love you, girl. Please don't go.
Don't go away. I want you to stay. Hey, hey, don't go. Please don't go. Don't go away. I want you to stay. Hey, hey, hey.
You guys be begging these women to stay. I don't get it, bro. If your woman want to open her legs for another man, there's nothing you could do, guys. Do you understand? Crying and being heartbroken. My girl cheated on me, bro. She cheated, bro.
What did she do, fam?
Yo, bro. I came home, man, from work. I walked in the bedroom, bruh. Fam, her whole mouth was full.
Damn, bruh. Full with what?
Bruh. And then I stood there. I couldn't even move. I just stood and watched. And he saddled up, bruh. He saddled up. He saddled up, man. and was hitting her from the back. Balls deep.
Balls deep, bruh? Damn, that's messed up, fam. That's crazy, bruh. But, you ain't hear the news, bruh?
What news, fam? It can't be no worse than this.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you, man. You know you my homie and all, but man, you know you're a woman, man. Remember how you just told me dude was hitting it from the back, balls deep? Well, come to find out, she have a OnlyFans, bruh. I signed up, fam, cause it is what it is, and I think they posted that video of her getting hit from the back.
What you talking about, Willis?
Are you serious, bro? This ain't right, fam. This ain't right, man. Please don't go. Don't go away. I want you to stay. I'm telling you, man. This is how it be in these streets, fam. It be crazy, man. So guys, man, don't be like this guy crying. You know, don't do that type of stuff, fam. Talking about you gonna go back to gang life and the streets. The only person that can make you go back is you at the end of the day.
So at the end of the day, the reason why me and my wife said we were going to step back from the situation when the ex came forward is because at the end of the day, we don't know you and we don't know your ex. We don't know MTR. We don't know Abba and Preach. So one thing I think is dangerous is us putting our personal input or biases in a situation that we know nothing about.
If that's the way you feel, fam, why you even interviewing this man? You sound crazy. I'm just being honest. Like what you said right there sounds crazy. You literally sound crazy, fam. You did 2 interviews and you're telling people not to have their bias or this or their opinions or that, and it's dangerous. Then why are you making videos? That's hypocrisy, fam. Like, real talk. Let's go. And shout out to William for the support and Revolutionary Loss. He says those guys that supported Aaron, the plumber, should support your show for exposing him, LOL. Keep the great work, bro. Appreciate you for the support. And Revolutionary Loss, appreciate you for the support, says the feminine Hulk. It's crazy. Let's get back to the tapes.
So that's why
you're not putting.
Go ahead.
Not to interrupt you, brother. You guys aren't putting. We're just doing a reaction. That's all. That's it. This is just our genuine reaction to.
See, here's the thing, Aaron. You putting your trust in these 2 folks too. Bad move. That's like going to one bad record label to another one. I'm just being honest, fam. If MTR turned against you, you should have learned something about the streets. You can't trust nobody. Everybody doing interviews with you is just trying to eat at the end of the day. I already gave you the warning. I already know you've seen my videos. I know you don't like me at all. I get it. But I'm giving you the ultimate truth right now. None of these folks really rock with you. You're just food on the table, bro. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the facts, but you're not going to take heed to the truth. Let's go.
Everything that's transpiring on the internet. This is nothing we got in the background and, hey, we should say this or say. No, this is genuine reactions to our video. So in order for us not to get off topic, we're going to return back to the video. But I just wanted to point out the fact that look how the man portrayed me in a 5-hour video of me telling you all my aspirations, my life story, my father's absence, my transition from being a thug.
You trusted him, bro, just like you trusted women and got played. I'm telling you, you still doing interviews. I'm telling you, you got to stop all of this, bro. You're putting your trust and telling all your business on social media. You're just becoming entertainment for people at this point. I'm giving you the truth, and you're not even going to take heed to this.
To finding God, to, embrace and fit all these things I told you. This is what you put. This is what you put on YouTube, so you can get.
Well, first of all, MTR don't follow the Most High, so you're wasting your time. So you talking about you finding God and all this other stuff. That man don't rep the scriptures. That man don't rep the Most High. So you literally walked into the devil's playground, bro. You put your trust in people that don't even share interests like you. You playing yourself, fam.
Some more content.
Right.
So
And I
Is the
do.
live still on there?
Yeah, his live is still there. But I do want to read some of these titles. His latest one, the one we're watching right now, Pop the Balloon Guy lied to me. Pop the Balloon Guy admits to tracking his ex-girlfriend. Pop the Balloon Guy responds to Latina TikTok ex-girlfriend. I was a violent man. Pop the Balloon Guy addresses gang life and not having a father.
You see how MTR threw you under the bus? That's the guy you trusted. You got what you deserve, bro. You thought he had your back. I told y'all in the beginning, MTR do not care about him. He's going to paint him as a monster as he go. And that's exactly what he did. But he played it off like he was cool with him the whole time. Then he turned against him. And all the video titles are designed for people to come in to click, 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 click so he can get the views.
So I get why he makes his titles like this, because as a content creator, the algorithm has this how do I break it down? It's like a wow factor.
No, it's people love negativity. Negativity sells. Drama sells. Positivity don't sell. Nobody don't want to hear positive messages. Nobody don't want to hear that. I could come online and say, hey, everybody, hope you're all having a wonderful day. I hope that you're blessed. God bless everybody. Be at peace. Nobody want to hear that. But when you come online, yo, y'all wouldn't believe it, yo. P. Diddy got caught with a man in a hotel room, bro. I got the video, fam. I got the video right here. I'm gonna play the tapes right now. I'll have 20,000 people in the building. I'll have 20,000 live viewers immediately. And it's so crazy. All I gotta do is make a video title. P. Diddy caught in bed with a man, receipts shown video. And all I gotta do is go live and there'll be 50,000 live viewers there. Why? Because they wanna see the dirt. People love dirt. That's just the way it is, guys. They wanna see a train wreck. They wanna see somebody crash out. It's entertainment. Nobody watch cable TV anymore. So they wanna see somebody crash out in real time.
It's like a big system, and it goes, there's certain keywords that they know and identify that this is something that is going to automatically draw people's attention. And so,
Because people like drama.
right. If you notice now, when you look up Pop the Balloon Guy, when they look you up, everybody's putting exposed, because it's a drama word and it's a word that they could put. But when I click on a lot of these exposed videos, they're not even bringing up stuff that's exposing you. They're just talking about it. But that's what they're all doing. Now, I can't defend him saying, the Pop the Balloon Guy admits to tracking his ex-girlfriend. If people don't know the context of that is kind of a crazy title. The Pop the Balloon Guy lied to me, and the thumbnail is your picture you, and it's going scammer. That is kind of, yeah. So
I'm automatically a scammer because I don't know, if this is, again, if I can suffer consequences or not. I'm just automatically a scammer. I did not ask anybody. And if you are paying attention and you've really been doing your investigation work, how you say you've been doing, and you look closely in the comments, man, people told me to make the GoFundMe. People told me to have love.
No, not people. You initially said one person said something along the lines about make a GoFundMe because they want to help something. And then you start to talk about you're doing humanitarian efforts and all this other garbage. That's what you said. And you started it up. And you lied to the people by saying, oh, I'm doing work, free labor for single mothers, veterans, single fathers, and people that have property management issues. How? But you don't want to start a business? So you'll go do free work for people, but you don't have time to start a business. Make that make sense. How do you earn money moving forward? By doing free labor. I ain't doing a damn thing for free. Nothing is free. That's the problem with black folk. They think that in order to get recognition or make people take them serious, they got to come into public and say stuff like, hey, I'll do free labor for this and free labor for that. I'm not doing nothing for free. You know? I'm not doing all of that mess. Let me see what we got here. You just did me I'm not sure. Let me see. Probably you did me a favor. I guess that's what it says. Shout out to whoever this person says. This is Aaron. Just now finding out who you are. Let's chat, black man. Chat about what? You're a scammer, bro. You want to chat? Go watch my videos. If that's really you, go watch my videos about you. Go watch my videos. You think MTR is a problem? Wait till you see my videos, because I'm your worst nightmare when it comes to dealing with real issues. All these people that are interviewing you, they're all frauds. I'm the real deal. And I don't got no time to play any games, because when it comes to a GoFundMe, when it comes to talking about you doing humanitarian work with children, right? Where are the children? Where are these kids? And where are their parents to vouch for you? What work you've done in the community? Where are the testimonies at? Where's all the free services that you've done for the people? Where are they? Where are all the people out there that you did work for in their houses that can be verified with documents and images and videos? Where is it? Because with that little certificate thing you have, that does not give you the qualification to be doing any sort of free work without no liability. Where's your insurance? Where's your liability insurance? You cannot be doing plumbing work or any sort of work on anybody's property without insurance. Where's that? So all of this stuff you talking about, all it does, it opens a cans of worms, because you're going around social media claiming that women cause you to get fired. How could 500 women call your job and nobody have a number? That's a lame story. That's a lie. You, if you did in fact get fired allegedly, it wasn't because of black women. It was because there was a conflict of interest between you and the company you worked for. You did something that got you fired, because on that post that you made in this particular interview, you pretty much brought out a so-called receipt claiming that you made a Facebook post or something along those lines that showed you talking about providing services for people if they qualify for it. And then you start talking about how plumbers are charging all this money and y'all can't stop me. Who are you talking to? So obviously there was a beef between you and a company. Something happened and somebody probably let you go and you tried to air them out on social media. Something happened. And you're trying to blame it on women. Because if you're really a licensed plumber, you're supposed to be under a so-called union. Where's your union? Where's your union? You understand? What union are you under? Talk to me about that. Because these people who interview you, if you're even the real person in the chat, what union are you under? What's the name of the union so we can verify that? Because if you're a licensed plumber, you're supposed to be under a union. Where is that? No union, right? That's what scammers do. There's no way you could get fired if you're a licensed plumber, because you would be under a union. There has to be a process, a hearing. No company can fire you and just let you go when you are licensed to do a particular job. So MTR didn't bring that out. These folks right here didn't bring that out. None of them bring that out. You understand? None of them brought these questions up, because if you are a licensed plumber and your company said, oh, we're getting rid of you, your union is supposed to fight for you, and they just can't fire you, You got to go through a process. And the union is going to look at what was the cause and why are they even threatening to fire you? Where's all of that info? Where's the receipts on that? What is the union's name? You understand? This is not making no sense. None whatsoever. Because I worked in these industries and I know what I'm talking about. Nobody could just fire you because somebody made a phone call and said, oh, he's talking about black women. If that's the case, everybody will be fired from their jobs. No, you did something and it costs you a job if in fact you got fired for real. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't believe that lame story. And the burden of proof is on you to prove it, not me. I'm not the one on social media trying to find love on dating sites and dating shows. That's what you're doing. You're the one who came online telling everybody about your ex being a 304 and promiscuous. That's what you did. You the one that put your trust in MTR and you got played. You got played by MTR. Where's your smoke for MTR? None. So don't even waste your time being here because you're dealing with the real deal. I'm the real deal that do real research. I'm not like these clowns on YouTube that talk all day long and regurgitate info from other people. I actually put in the work and I ask the real questions. There is no way you can be a licensed plumber and get fired over some damn social media video. You didn't commit no crime. So how could a company let you go? And if MTR asks you for the receipts, all you had to do is pull up an email. Here's an email that says right here on the date of such and such and such, we hereby at such and such company, moving forward, you have been terminated from this company. Simple receipt. You talking about, I got to contact the lawyers and I got to do all of this stuff. That's cap. There's no lawyers. That's fraud behavior. That's a scammer. I don't want to hear none of them lies, man. None of those lies. We're not buying none of that. You know? See, these people that are interviewing him, they're not doing a real good job. Those people are trying to make him look good. It's similar to what he was believing and hoping that MTR would do. Because originally when he was on MTR, MTR's job was supposed to make him look good, but MTR turned against him. You see that? MTR turned against him and he felt betrayed. He thought, how the heck you gonna think that you and MTR is friends? You just met the dude. How y'all friends? And see, the same way you are with women is the same way you are with relationships with people. You fall in love with women too quick, and when you meet brothers or dudes, you think you cool with them all of a sudden. Ain't nobody cool with nobody. Ain't nobody friends. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here full of sharks. Nobody care about nobody. You got played by MTR and you don't got nothing to say about it while crying online talking about, oh, y'all trying to make me go back to my former life. You a grown man. You a grown man and you crying on a podcast about what some other dude said when you online talking about all your business. That's not grown man business. You talking about all your business online with total strangers and really think that people care about you. This is crazy, bro. Let's go.
For me, to have admiration for me, that respect the fact that I'm trying to do something positive with my life after going through so much adversity. I'm still doing something positive. I'm still trying, despite whatever you see me doing.
Bruh, if you play this tape right here and you go back to the Pop the Balloon show, the way you were flexing on those ladies, you look weak, bro. You don't look like the same dude. Dudes was vouching for you from the beginning, but now look at how you sound. You don't sound like a boss, bro. You sound weak. You don't sound like a man that's in control anymore. You sound like a defeated man that got defeated by women. And now you mad because you can't take the criticism? I thought you were a man. I thought you had tough skin. I thought you're a Ninja Turtle. You the same dude that said you got a hard shell, that turtles got a hard shell, which means they could deal with the issues in life. But see, one thing I brought out in my videos is turtles are actually weak, because anytime they see people come around, they hide up in their shell and they don't come out. They don't like to come out when the truth comes out. They start to hide. So you thought MTR was an ally. You think these folks right here are allies. They're going to turn on you too. It just didn't happen yet. But it's going to happen. Because when everything come out, they're going to try to distance themselves from you too. You see? Even Duke Gadon said that. He said that too. That eventually, these two right here, when everything pop off, they're going to have to answer for why they were literally in your corner acting like they rocking with you. You have a lot of things to prove. You got to prove that you get fired. You got to prove your humanitarian efforts. You got to prove what this money from this GoFundMe is being used for. Why would you start a GoFundMe if you said you could pull 100 bands, 100K out of the bank? There's no need to start a GoFundMe. And if you do have a GoFundMe and it's for humanitarian efforts, you got to show receipts that you're really doing this, which means you're a nonprofit organization, and you probably would have to have a 501c3. So that money you're not going to see. You can forget about that. That money you're not going to see, because you can't use that for personal use. If you say humanitarian efforts, you can't use that for personal use. It's not going to happen, because GoFundMe is going to do their research to find out if you in fact have an organization. So they're going to check your background. Do he have an organization set up? Is he really working with kids? And when they find out you don't got nothing, you ain't getting no money, they're going to return that to the sender. These are just the facts. So get mad and cry, because it ain't going to change the truth. You come on social media with your personal business, everybody's going to talk about it. And you have to prove your case. This is the court of public opinion. If you cannot stand the truth, if you cannot deal with the pressure, stay off social media, because it's not for you. And don't even think about being a content creator, because ain't nobody going to watch you anyway. Let's go.
I'm still trying to do something positive.
Okay, we're gonna get back to
getting crucified for it.
We're gonna get back to the video though.
See, if these two right here that's interviewing you really cared about you, they would have told you, look, bro, with all due respect, I don't think you should come on social media, bro. Like, real talk. Just don't come on social media. All those video clips that you put on your Instagram talking about this pop the balloon stuff, just take all that mess down. Go about your life. That way you can clear your mind. These two right here don't really care about you. I'm telling you straight, but you're not going to rock with what I say, because you already don't like me. Just like you don't like MTR now. These two right here ain't no different. They're just using you for food at the end of the day. You think they're your allies. You think they're really cool with you. I'm telling you they're not. You just getting played again. You jumped out the pot into the frying pan. The people who are the most quiet and acting like they the most humble be the biggest sharks, bro. If there's anything about the streets, you should know that already. You really think they care. You really think they have your best interests at heart. Not when the people come at them, not when the pressure turns up, not when they get that criticism, because even your man right there said so. Even your man that you're listening to with his wife, he even said that during that interview. He said that the reason why MTR did what he did and doubled back and started backpedaling is because of the criticism he was getting from the people. And that's the reason why he had to pretty much turn his back on you. So what you think is going to happen when the public come for those two and they start getting pushback? Guess what they're going to do? They're going to do the same thing to you, bro. Same thing. You're going to see that video title saying, Aaron is a scammer. We thought he was cool. Turned out it's legit. He is a scammer. And you're going to be like, bruh, I did 2 interviews with y'all. And y'all going to do me like that? I already warned you, but you're not going to listen to me. Let's get back to the tapes.
Yep, it just hit me. I'm like, whatever you think could probably just be solved in a quick audio conversation. So we have a audio conversation from 8:27 a.m. to 8:45 5. Within this conversation, we talk about many different things. But the main thing that I talked about within this conversation is I said, we only know about you and your story due to the GoFundMe, where you said you were fired from the place that you worked. Where did you work? What is the name of the business? What is the name of the company? I need you to provide that information, because if you don't, you scammed on GoFundMe. This is now a legal issue, and I cannot support a liar. I cannot support
Again, MTR is doing damage control. We already covered that video already. He did damage control after being exposed. He never did the work. He never put in the research to actually research this guy from the beginning. If you're doing an interview with a guy for 5 hours and you never put in the work to verify none of that info, then you gave him a platform. 700,000 subscribers, everybody donating their money. Is MTR going to reimburse everybody? Of course not. He's not going to do that. You know why? Because he really don't care. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the truth. It's not about the lie. It's about the dollar. I told you, Aaron is food right now. Nobody really cares about this truth. There's only but a few content creators that are legit, that have morals and values, and they're really focused on the truth. Others are just trying to cash in. That's all they're trying to do. Let me get that interview. Let me see if I can get them on my show. Oh, I got the latest dirt. Ooh, I got the tea. I got this. But no, they don't really care about him. That's why he got played by MTR. And he only doing the damage control because I exposed him and all his fraud behavior. Let's go.
thief. I cannot.
He did not say all of that, bro. You're lying. He did not say this is a scam. I cannot support a liar. I cannot support a thief. Bro, you are lying. Like, he did not say all of that. He was just on some, like, he was pressing me too, like, right now, just give me the documents, whoopty whoop. I'm like, bro, I need to talk to an attorney, period.
Talk to an attorney for what, bro? For what? You said you got fired. That's public knowledge now. You said you got fired. That's public knowledge now. All you gotta do is just pull out your email. Let me pull out my email real quick, bro. Here's the email. Says it right there. Effective immediately, I've been terminated. Okay, I provided the proof. Okay, cool. Thanks for the receipt, bro. You mind if I show that? I mean, do you have to show that publicly? I just said it. I showed it to you. I don't really need all the company email and everything out there. All right, I won't show that, but I'm gonna let the people know that I got the receipt and you did provide the proof. So we good? All right, cool. That's all you had to do. It would have shut everybody down. But you didn't do that. You're talking about you got to find an attorney and talk about this and all this other junk. That's cap, man. Just admit that you out here BSing. Just admit that. Because I already exposed everything from the beginning. I exposed every detail about this man's scam, his GoFundMe, and all of his plot and the twist and every single thing. Anything you could imagine with this case, I already exposed it already. From the beginning, days ago, before everybody. I already done covered everything already. You know, any new information, anything you see, regurgitated info. Facts. Let's go. Back to the tapes.
After that, that was it. He said he was going to talk to his platform. I'm like, do whatever you're going to do, because I already knew where it was coming. I already knew when I seen last night, when I said I was stressing, and I seen those thumbnails that he put up there, this man was not for me. This man was not for me.
He was never for you from the beginning. This is what I mean. See, a lot of y'all don't understand this, man. People that do these kind of interviews, they don't care about the person they're interviewing. It's just an opportunity to get a bag because the person went viral. That's all it is, man. There's only but a few content creators that are sincere, legitimate people that are serious about business. A lot of these content creators is fake. They're fake. They stick together. It's like a club, a private club, a secret society where they only link up with one another. They shout each other out. They play these little games, and it's really to build each other up. It's not about truth. It's not about getting the real talk out there to the people. It's about gaslighting. It's about manipulation and deception. And this is how they move. This is how they work, to the point where this dude really thought that MTR was cool with him. Put a 1 in the chat if you can recall in my initial video, I told you that MTR is not cool with him and don't care about him, is going to most likely betray him. I already said this from the beginning. And it's sad how now it's happening, but nobody give me no credit for it. I told y'all, the man never cared about Aaron. He used Aaron. He used him. And Aaron is flabbergasted like, man, I can't believe he did me like this. Well, welcome to social media, fam. This is how social media works. Nobody cares about you, and they're going to lie on you, manipulate stuff. On social media, people will go out there and fabricate information, twist up stories, slander your name, edit videos, edit audio, make your audio say things that you didn't say just to get the click and the view. They'll use AI, take your photo and, you know, super emboss it on top of something else and make you look weird. That's what social media is, man. You know, and you can't trust content creators. I'm just being honest. Listen, this is why they don't like me, man, because I literally share the secrets and I put things out there for people to really think. And they're like, damn, is it really this crazy, Ringo? Yeah, it's crazy out here. Don't trust nobody in these YouTube streets. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Nobody cares about nobody, especially usins. We hate each other, fam. That's just real talk.
Regardless of what he said, you know, it could have been a hidden agenda behind this because of me going viral so much. You know, he knew he was going to get a lot of views off of this. But man, I knew it just wasn't genuine when I seen those thumbnails.
It wasn't genuine the day you got online. It wasn't genuine.
But we could keep it rolling.
Okay.
Not support a scammer. Send that to me. His response to me was, okay, sure, we'll do. I said, okay, the coast is clear. Everything is fine.
See, MTR is doing woman work right here. By the pure fact he's sharing DM messages, that's dirty work, man. That's sad work, bro. You're a man. You're not supposed to be doing that. That's what women do. You know, that's like you hit up a sister and she want to air out your DM messages. Oh, I'm exposing Ringo. I'm really going to get him. You know, stupid stuff like that's what women do. But when a man take a conversation between him and another man, which is supposed to be a private conversation, and start to air that out in the public, that's bad work. That's dirty work right there, man. That's dirty work. How you gonna do that to the man? That's definitely gonna make Aaron not trust him now. Cause they like, damn, he's showing my DMs? That's some catty, feminine behavior right there. But what do you expect from MTR? I mean, the dude is catty and feminine. I mean, what do you expect? You know, he's a lame too. So, hey, it is what it is. You can't expect him to be doing anything different. And to think you got a lot of young men looking up to these guys as if though they're giving them great advice. These guys are losers, man. Let's go.
About to send it to me, all right? So, over an hour later, over 2 hours later, no response. And I said to him, just in the text message, what's the name of the place that fired you? Here was his response.
Pause. He said after an hour or two from no response, then I asked, what's the name of that place that fired you? Where's that message at? Where's that message after an hour or two that went by? Where's that message that you said that at? Come on now, man. That don't even make no sense. He did not say that. The last thing that was discussed on the phone was he was gonna go to his platform or whatever. Oh no, that may be the message afterwards. I might be going a little too far ahead.
You just expose yourself again, fam. You try to say the man didn't say this and say that, and it's right there on the screen. Wow, that's crazy, fam.
Good. We got to understand this is a blind reaction, so it's not like you've had time to look over this. I was gonna correct you and say like, hey, I think he's referring.
What do you mean a blind reaction? He didn't have time to look over it when it's his interaction with MTR. What are you talking about? That's supposed to be his own reaction, his own interaction with the man. He's supposed to know his own words. He don't even remember what he said.
To this one, but no, I get what you're saying. So this is in fact the message. This is the message he's referring to. He's saying that 2 hours after the call, so he called you at 8:45, and then at 10:58 he reached back out to you and asked what was the name of the place you're fired, and it seems like you responded to it. So we're gonna play it and see what you responded. All right.
Apparently, he changed his tune out of nowhere. I wonder why. I'm not doing nothing until I talk to my attorney. I told you that already. And this was the point of the conversation that I took a step back. I looked at the DM message and I said to myself, I might have been bamboozled.
You see how MTR, he baited him into this situation that he just created there. That's what he did with Aaron. He baited him in. He used an old technique in these YouTube streets to, it's like, okay, when you're getting exposed, right? When you're getting exposed about something, a lot of times people have to do damage control and they'll try to make you look a certain way to protect their own image, to make their audience feel that they're doing a great job in, I guess, bringing out new info about you, to make themselves look good. So that's what MTR was doing, because I was already exposing everything. I exposed MTR, I exposed what he was about, I exposed that he's a fraud. He's regurgitating info that I already put out there. He only responds to Abra and Preach when I'm the one that pretty much exposed this clown before everybody. And now all of a sudden, he's pushing this narrative of, oh yeah, I must have been bamboozled. As if though he's playing like he's a victim. And he is going to also give like a false sense of accountability. Like, yeah, I'm taking accountability for my actions. He never took accountability. Bringing that man on the show was the worst thing MTR did, because anytime you bring anybody on the show, you are giving them a platform. Ain't nobody coming on my platform if I feel you're a fraud. You never coming over here, because I'm not going to promote you, because I know you're a fraud already. And there's a lot of YouTubers that are frauds. You cannot trust these people, fam. Don't let the cameras, don't let their voice and all that stuff fool you. A lot of these people are snakes. They're poison. I'm just being honest with you, fam. Don't trust none of these cats, man. A lot of them scammers. They're crooks with microphones, bro. Venomous, poisonous snakes. They feast off of people, bro. That's how they are.
So I had enough discernment not to donate, and I did not do enough research into his claims to give him a platform to speak about any damn thing.
Okay, so I want to ask this, because I don't know what was in that audio call. In the audio call, did you at any point tell him you were going to give the information after you spoke to an attorney?
No.
Okay, so at any point,
and like I said, when I did the first interview with him, I said that Friday, I said, give me a couple days, to figure it. It's just the weekend just went by. It's day one, Monday, let me figure this out. Let me consult an attorney, see what I can conceal. See what I have to conceal and see what I can reveal. I don't know if these companies can come back and sue me. I don't know what kind of repercussions I may face. Does he care about that? No.
Well, of course he don't care about that. Why would he? He don't care about that. See, the truth of the matter that you have to understand is when it comes to your job situation, right? You put yourself in this mess, right? He's asking for proof that you get fired. It's the easiest thing to do. There's nothing illegal about that. So I don't see why you got to consult with an attorney as if though like you're like a criminal. Like, this doesn't even make any sense. It's not that serious. Did you get fired or not? Because for all we know, you made up the story. See, I already know you made up the story. I don't believe nothing you say, because you're the same guy that admitted to putting the tracker in your ex-woman's car. Once I hear that weirdo behavior, I know you're capable of doing a lot of stuff. I know you're capable of doing a lot of crazy things when it comes to women. So I'm not going to waste my time taking you serious, So all you had to do is provide an email. Everybody get them. When you get fired from a job, you're supposed to get an email or a letter. One of the two. You're going to get a letter or you're going to get an email. And it's going to have the letterhead of the company with the date, time, and stamp saying effective immediately, moving forward, you have been terminated from your position at such and such agency. If any of you been fired before, you know what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Okay.
So automatically, right? Because I tell you, I need to consult an attorney for my best interest, something that's not in your best interest, that automatically means I'm a scammer. I scammed everyone. Come on, man.
Let's get back to it.
I own it. I take accountability for that. No excuses. Okay. Well, I wish you the best, I said. My credibility is now in question because of lack of proof / receipts. I'm gonna go live in the next couple of hours to discuss this with my audience. Take care. You like that message? You just worried about making content, not worried about the consequences I may face. You may face. What are you talking about? What consequences? Besides that you lied. Potentially, allegedly. I mean, I really don't know at this point. All you gotta do is provide the receipts, baby.
Welcome to social media. I'm telling you, man. See, right now, Aaron is looking around like, man, I can't believe that this guy did this, bro. Told you, you thought that media tutorials was really cool with you, man. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. Ain't nobody cool with you in these YouTube streets. That's why I roll solo, fam. I don't trust nobody. Everybody's a suspect. Everybody's a criminal. Just because it's social media don't mean nothing. You got a lot of people that hide behind these cameras and these microphones, and they dangerous people. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real, spicy. It is what it is. You can't trust nobody. And you got bit by the serpent, MTR.
That's it. This whole shit would just go away. You get
pause. Oh, do you see again? All you got to do is provide the risk. That's all we need. That's all we need. That's all you care about.
Well, that's all he care about, because that's how you're gonna get the views. That's what they all care about. Because they're gonna dig up in your past. They're gonna do whatchamacall that stuff where you do background checks. I had people do stuff like that with me to see if I got arrested. I don't got no criminal history. I never been arrested a day in my life. Never had handcuffs or nothing put on me. But I have people that do these type of things, this kind of dirty work. They try to look you up, find dirt, see what they can find. Very messy individuals,
That's all you care about. Is it benefiting you, not about what if this man loses everything moving forward? What if this company does happen to sue him? What if he is?
Nobody cares, bro. Welcome to social media. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what happens. You're putting your business out there. Stop putting your business online. This is a business. People see you as food. You're the topic of discussion for the week. Don't you know that yet?
Telling the truth, and this company does sue him, and this motherfucker, since he's a Ninja Turtle, he does have to sleep in the sewer. Are you gonna come and rescue me? No, you guys are gonna be laughing, talking about me, talking about now he's homeless. Now he doesn't have anything. Come on, man. That's not cool, bro.
Listen, in these YouTube streets, nobody cares if you're homeless. As a matter of fact, they want you to be homeless. They want you to be homeless, fam. That's how they are. People get entertained by seeing you fall. You're the one crashing out on social media. So at the end of the day, you got to hold the L and take accountability. The more you talk, the more people going to make videos, the more people going to talk, the more the message is going to get twisted, the more people going to say this, they're going to question you, and they're going to keep going on and on and on and on because you're making it go on. You're doing an interview on this person's platform. Why don't you just go away? Why are you still trying to prove yourself? All you're doing is giving people more opportunities to keep talking. That's all you're doing. You just don't get it. You don't understand social media.
You sitting on here lying to these people, trying to paint me out to be a scammer just because I don't know. I'm ignorant of the law. I do not know. Let me figure this out real quick.
Okay, so I asked this before, but again, now that we've seen this part, so you're saying that the only reason why you're not giving the information about the job is because you are currently in a case or a legal negotiation with the said job
after the separation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Where's the receipt of that? Where's the email about that? Where's just something that can prove that there is even a negotiation? There's nothing illegal about that. I mean, this is why people are going to continue to question you, because you're saying, like, why would anybody be negotiating something if you've been fired? Once you've been fired, you're fired. There's nothing else to talk about. My question is, what's the name of your union? Who's your union rep? You know, what is it? That way it can be looked up and be verified. Because you would have to have a union that can fight for you. Because I don't understand how you're a licensed plumber and they just can you this like that. That don't make no sense. You know, what is the scene like in where exactly does he stay again? Is it Phoenix, Arizona? I believe where he's at. You know, what is the plumbing scene out there with the plumbers and the unions that's out there? Like, what unions represents the plumbers out there? What union? Anybody know that? Because it's like, let me see. Somebody said unions aren't that crazy anymore. Let me see what they're saying on the Raw Ringo TV Reactions channel. I don't see nobody saying nothing. Yes, we have no plumbers in the building, but I want to know like what it looking like out there, because I don't got time to go through all of that. I'm just asking basic questions like what's, you know, who's your union rep? What have they done? And what is the reason for your termination? What exactly is the reason? It should be in writing. Whatever the cause is for your termination from your job, it should be in writing, clear as day. The reason why we terminate you is because of the violation of clause such and such and such, and it should mention social media. If you don't got that receipt, then this whole thing is a scam. You know, any job that fire you supposed to have a receipt that tell you why you got let go. You can't provide that, something's wrong.
Okay.
And it's called severance pay. And again, I live in an and I'm not using this as no excuse. Bro, you guys are so investigators. I live in an at-will state. Do you know what that means? That means they do not have to have any reason to terminate your employment. Yeah. And another thing is too, you guys, I am a convicted felon.
You are a loser, bro. You just sound defeated with the way you talk. You boast on a show about able to pull 100,000 out the bank in front of women. Now you're talking about they could take your job when they want. And now you're talking about you're a convicted felon. Why don't you go start your own business and stop crying? This is sad, man. This is a sad situation here, man. You keep talking when you shouldn't be talking. You should be focusing on starting a business, but for some reason you don't want to do that.
Okay, I am a convicted felon. Hello, I'm not even supposed to be having these types of jobs.
Notice what he just said. I'm not even supposed to be having these types of jobs. So how did you get the job? Did you scam to get the job? Did you falsify documentation? Did you falsify information in order to get the job? Did you falsify information, falsify information. We might be on to something. Are y'all ready for this one? Put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for this one. I think we got it now. I think we got it. I'm gonna test it out. He may have falsified information, meaning in order to get the particular job, he was supposed to be a guy that don't have a criminal history, meaning there are certain things when you apply for a job, you're supposed to, what is that word I'm looking for? You're supposed to disclose. You're supposed to disclose the fact that you had a criminal history or whatever the case is. You're supposed to disclose that to the agency. What sometimes people do is they don't disclose that information. And what happened is they put on the paper, no, I'm not a felon. No, I never been arrested. And the paperwork go through and the company hire them. The company hires them, right? They end up getting the job. And then what happened is the company go through some check thing and they come find out like, whoa, yo, you lied, you falsified information, and they let you go. You see that? That's why he said, I'm not even supposed to have this job. I'm not even supposed to have this job. What do you mean you're not supposed to? What do you mean you're not supposed to? Yeah, they probably did a background check. They probably see, you know, maybe he had some complaints and they probably did some research on him and found out, yo, this guy literally falsified info in order to get the job. And under those circumstances, they can let you go. They can let you go because you falsify documentations. They don't play with that. So that may be one of the reasons that he did. Yeah, he probably cheated the system. Yep. That's right. I had a lot of friends that wanted to get jobs at the agency I used to work for. And I used to tell them, listen, when you're filling out that application, man, make sure you put everything there. Don't hide nothing. They're going to find you, man. Don't play with these people. They're going to find you out. If you know you got locked up, put it on the thing. You know, put it on the paperwork. Yeah, but they're not going to give me the job. You're going to get the job, bro. You got to disclose the information. You got to make them know that you did, in fact, you know, did a bid or got arrested. You got to put all of that on that document. That way they can know, because when they do the background check and they find out, you know, you're done. Sometimes people get hired for jobs and they falsify information in order to get the job, and they slip through the cracks and they're able to get it. They'll be on the job for 6 months, you know, 7 months on the job. Everything is cool. Next minute, they get called in the office. Give me your ID. Leave the premises. And you're like, what? What the hell did I do? You know, it's crazy, man. Jenny says this man has charges in 7 states. They definitely let him go. See, I didn't do all of that searching the man's background in terms of criminal background or whatever. I didn't go that deep. But if that's the case, if he have 7 charges, I mean, wait, you said this man has charges in 7 states. They definitely let him go. There could be a possibility that happened. I believe that it has something to do with falsifying information, because what he said right there in terms of, oh, I'm not even supposed to have this kind of job because I'm a convicted felon. That tells me what I need to know right there. He falsified information, y'all. He did. This is why he don't want nobody to know about his criminal past. This is why he don't want nobody to know none of these things, because being that it's on social media, the agency will get a hold of it. And then once they do that, they're going to let him go. That's what happened, y'all. That had to be what happened. I don't think he got fired because some women decided to call his job. That just doesn't sound right. You know? Let me see. Yeah, it's really bad. And the thing is, he keep talking about his situation. He needs to just stay quiet. He talks too much. He's giving people too much ammo.
You guys are blowing this up so much to the point I'm not even going to be able to return back to the field.
See how he's blaming us by saying we're blowing this thing up. He won't be able to return back to the field, meaning like the plantation, the field, right? It's not us blowing nothing up. You're the one talking. You're doing an interview. You're letting these folks right here in whom you trust make you speak more. You're blowing this up. You're blowing it up. Nobody's doing that. You are talking. And this is YouTube. This is social media. It's our job to make content. We're going to make content all day. That's what we do. This is a business. I'm not here to sugarcoat and play games. I'm at work right now. Let's go.
The GoFundMe money, that's all you have to do. But the way that you are now moving in totality with the other information that is coming out and will come out about you and your lifestyle is way more damning. It's way more ridiculous than I could have ever imagined. And what I thought was going to turn into a way to advocate for a man that was unjustly treated because of his presence on a game show has now turned into somehow you becoming the victim once asked to prove your particular situation. See, a man of integrity and truth would jump at the opportunity to show me the evidence. But this is not how you're choosing to move. Therefore, I sense deception. I told you.
Okay. One thing, and again, we're neutral. I gotta keep stressing it. I don't know why I gotta keep saying it, but there's always gonna be somebody that hears what I'm saying and they immediately, you're defending. No. In our interview where you told us about your birthday weekend coming up, and you told us that you were having your birthday weekend coming up and you had already reserved your spot and you were going to go out and celebrate. Now, that interview came out before the GoFundMe thing even was established. So when we saw the clip of Abba and Preach and we saw MTR say you were using the GoFundMe money, you're a scammer, it clicked with us because we were like, no, he was already mentioning this birthday situation way before the GoFundMe even became a thing. But I do remember him specifically talking about his plans was he was going to celebrate his birthday and he had already had his plans and everything invested.
He even set the amount he already put down on it.
And who are you to tell a man what to do with his hard-earned money?
That's not hard-earned money when people sending in cash apps. Not only did you receive the GoFundMe, but you ain't tell nobody the amount of cash apps you got. See, these are the things that you folks need to think about. The man put his cash app out there too, and people more likely was hitting the cash app. So if he got 13,000, almost 14 bands from the GoFundMe, think about how much he got during the cash apps. So when he was up in the club, he was already done getting cash apps. He was already getting cash apps. We're not even talking about GoFundMes right now. Too many people is focused on the GoFundMe. That's one stream. You got cash app as well. And he put his cash app out there. You see? And if I'm correct, I'm not sure, but I believe he put his cash app out on these folks' platform in their first interview. If I'm correct, I believe his cash app was placed in their first interview. So he was already done getting in donations before, you know, we think about the GoFundMe. He was already getting in donations already. So when he was throwing up that money, he was throwing up the donations. So even if Abba and Preach said, oh, he's throwing up the GoFundMe money, we know he didn't get access to that money yet, but it's just a figure of speech. He's throwing up the donations. How could a man that just got fired from his job be out there making it rain? Who does that after getting fired? Nobody does that. That's crazy.
Okay, how I like to celebrate might not be how you like to celebrate. You like apples, you know, I like oranges. We have two different tastes and two different perceptions on life. Who's to say your fruit is better than mine? You know, I can celebrate however I choose to see fit. And, you know, you should not be judging me. You guys are all so upset with me for living my life. I'm thankful, you know, that I'm alive to see 30. You know, I shouldn't be here. I should be in a casket.
We don't want to hear these sad stories, bro. We all got stories. We all got stories. I can make up a bunch of stories of things that I've been through. I don't want to hear none of these sob stories, fam, about how you here and, you know, you could have been dead. A lot of us from the streets, a lot of us that was raised in the hood have the same story. So we don't want to hear none of that, man. I'm tired of all that emotional stuff. Let's get to the tapes.
And by the grace of God, I'm still here today. So yeah, I want to celebrate a milestone like that in my life. I had the best time of my life that night, you know? So if you don't like me because of that, you feel I'm irresponsible with money because I chose, you know, to have fun with my money, then hey, man, it is what it is.
People gonna have something to say. You gotta understand, people gonna have something to say. So you might say, yeah, it's your money. Yeah, it's your money. Yeah, but people gonna have something to say when they see you flexing and throwing money and making it rain. And then next minute you have a GoFundMe talking about humanitarian efforts. People gonna think twice about sending money. They'll be like, this fool got money raining on the ground. Nah, bro. The money was literally in the club on the floor to the point where the security guard was picking the money up and putting it in his pocket. Go look at the video on his Instagram. He's throwing the money up. The security guard started picking the money up, and for all we know, it's probably fake money. You know? And even if it's real, it's sad. Why would you be doing that for? And why would you put it on camera for people to see, knowing that you have a fundraiser going on? That's going to make people look at you and think twice about giving. Let's go.
For me to begin with.
Okay, let's move on.
You we were negotiating and I would get it to you, but do what you got to do. You already switched up on me. Shout out to the queen of accountability. She stepped into my live stream that I did yesterday, the Abba and Preach response live stream, and she super chatted that she was going to do additional work to understand the validity of his claims. And I want to play for you that conversation that I had with her right now. All right, so I got the queen of accountability here who's done a lot more investigative work into what we have right here. So I wanted to bring her up and have a discussion regarding the things that she's found. But first and foremost, I'm hurt regarding this. like, you know, to trust somebody based off of them telling you that, hey, this happened to me post the pop the balloon experiment, discussion, whatever you want to call it, game show. And then to go back and be.
If y'all don't mind, I got to make me a sandwich while I'm streaming, because I am literally standing here and I am getting hungry. So I'm going to be fixing me a sandwich while I let this thing play. Right?
Asking him questions specifically about show me more information regarding your place of business, where you work, and then him to act that way. I'm just like, man, it's just pointing in a direction that it may not be true. So
I want to chime in there. I can see why MTR is taking this stance, because I did see that when he went on that against Abba and Preach to address and say like, no, this was addressed in the interview and the Abba and Preach video came out. I will admit, MTR was facing heavy backlash because I was in the live stream. It was really, really bad backlash, to the point where if I was him in this situation and this was my living, I think I would also have to, you know, try to, you know, put out some of the fires before they spread too fast. Now, I felt maybe this was urgency that he felt like he needed to address it like this, or who knows? Because
do you see what he's saying? This is more proof that he would do the same thing. He's saying he's basically saying that MTR had to do what he had to do in terms of speaking against Aaron, because he was getting pushback from people like me and others. Are y'all seeing that? Which mean they're capable of doing the same thing if they're getting pushback. Matter of fact, when they did their first initial stream, they made a follow-up video because they saw that women were criticizing their show because they did an interview with Aaron. They were getting soft. They were literally trying to do damage control. Like, look, we're just trying to share our opinion. We're just trying to, you know, bring his message out. You know, we don't mean no harm. You know, they were doing all of that funny stuff. Why? Because they were getting criticized. You know, MTR literally backpedaled and distanced himself from Aaron because he couldn't take the heat in the kitchen. He couldn't take the heat. You know, it's just like when I do my videos about MTR, I'm in the kitchen. It gets hot. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But anyway, let me get back to my sandwich, man.
I feel like a lot of this that he's addressing in here, he could have easily just pulled you back for another interview in that situation. But that's just me speaking as a content creator, because I can get it. When you're facing that level of backlash, and some of these people who are backlashing on you are people that watch you, then it's like, okay, something's wrong, you know? But
I'm gonna call it how I see it. Man, you are the quintessence of a simp, bro. You did not stand on business. I don't care what people think. You know, I'ma stand, when I stand on righteousness, I'ma stand on for what I believe to be right. Regardless, I don't care if I lose everything I own. If I know it's to be right, I'ma stand on it, bro. You reneging like we playing spades, bro. You reneging. You in 24 hours you singing a complete different tune just because people disapprove of what you said. But for you to be a mentor, for you to be an influencer, for you to be a content creator, you should keep continuing to put out your message and, you know, not care who leaves your platform, who unsubscribes. Because if my message changes the lives of one person, hey man, I did my job.
None of that stuff works on social media, fam. People trying to get paid. Sorry to rain on your parade, bro, but that's not how it works, bro. That's not how it works. All of that, stand on this, and if I could just help one person, that's fantasy. Nobody cares about that. What people are trying to do is put the stories out there to get those numbers and those clicks. And that's what MTR did with you. I'm just telling you the truth. Don't get mad. It's business. Let's go.
You know, I did some justice in my eyes, regardless of what they say, regardless of what they paint me out to be. My words have affected people. My words have impacted people. My slogan, "You are not qualified," has raised people's self-esteem. So we can continue on. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, we're gonna move on.
So, Queen of Accountability, I wanted to bring you up here and let's just chat about other things that you might have found.
Wonderful. Sounds good to me. And thanks for having me, MTR.
No worries.
So I know that this man has been going viral all over social media, and everyone heard this story about him getting fired after doing the dating show, that they felt inclined to donate money and continue to make him more viral than he was at the moment. Mm-hmm. I did not talk about it initially because I wanted to investigate before I started to support someone who's telling us a story that is so believable that you want to donate. So what I first did in—
Can I ask this? Where did the GoFundMe come from? I know where it came from, but for the sake of the people, can you explain what led to the start of this GoFundMe and what was the purpose of the GoFundMe thus far? Like, what was give me the details of what happened.
You know, after I lost my job, I had support regardless. I had support because the men feel like, I represented manhood on the game show. A lot of men felt like I was not being disrespectful. I was being a man. So I had their support. I had a man send me $500 yesterday just because he had support. He supported the way I conducted myself on the show like a man. Okay, so
I'm muted. Oh boy. Oh man, why do I always get muted, bro? I don't know. I guess I was enjoying the sandwich. That's what it was, right? I'm always doing that mess, man. This is crazy, man. Everybody's saying no audio. It's on mute. What are you doing, Ringo? Come on.
What you talking about, Willie?
It's the sandwich, fam. I'm trying to enjoy the sandwich. Don't tell me I'm still muted. I'm still muted? Oh man, yo, I'm gonna have to shut it down, bro. Am I still muted? Oh, it's good now? Oh, the sandwich is good, definitely. Sandwich is good, but let me see, what was I saying? Because I was mute the whole time. Let me look at the comments. Let me see how long I was muted, man. No wonder I saw the comments going up like fast. I'm like, damn, they have a lot of people posting. Because I was muted the whole time. Okay, so what was I saying? Damn. I don't even know what I was saying, bro. I really don't know what I was saying. Dad, this is crazy, bro. What was I just saying, bro? Damn, the sandwich got me in trouble. I was saying something. You know what? Let me just rewind it back a little bit. Let me see. And I don't even think I'm gonna be able to do this entire video, man. It's damn near 1:51. I ain't trying to be up to no 5 in the morning, bro.
It's because he had support. You know, he supported the way I conducted myself on the show, like a man.
Okay, now I know what it is. All right, I remember where I was. The reason why men supported Aaron in the beginning is because he stood his ground against the women that were rude on the show. Let's just all agree. The women were rude. Aaron was rude. Can we all agree? Everybody was rude. Everybody was throwing insults and stuff back and forth at each other, right? Men were in support of Aaron because he stood his ground. It was an epic moment. And especially when he said, "You did me a favor." It was epic at the moment. We all were entertained by it. It was fun and games. It is what it is, right? The only thing I didn't like is when he was saying he could pull out 100K out of the bank, flying a flex on a woman. I didn't agree with that. I thought that was feminine energy. Things went left when he ended the show and then he took it to Instagram to talk about the woman, and then things just went left field. And that's when the GoFundMe and everything come out. And people looking at him like, yo, why you start the GoFundMe? And he said, the reason why I started it is because one person said, how can we support you? And I'm looking at this like, support you? So why you say on your GoFundMe, this is for humanitarian efforts, for kids and single mothers and this and that. Why you need the money? If this is for kids, what is it being used for? What are you buying? How did it go from supporting you to humanitarian efforts? Come on now. You were asked a simple question. Where did the GoFundMe, how did it start? How did the GoFundMe start? Why? What is the purpose for it? That is what really got you in trouble. If you would have just lost your job and just didn't do the GoFundMe and just stood your guns, I don't think this thing would be as bad as it really is. It's the setting up of that GoFundMe, and then you put all of that stuff about single moms and helping the homeless, or not the homeless, but the veterans, the disabled people, and all that other mess. That's where you messed up, man.
Okay, so the fans, because that's what they call themselves. If you look closely, they call themselves my fans. They told me to create a GoFundMe because they wanted to support what I've been doing. Yes, I have done free plumbing jobs. Yes, I have been speaking to at-risk youth. Yes, I did start the GoFundMe so I can do humanitarian work and possibly create content. And I do want to create content now. Now with the humanitarian work, now we're going to show the receipts now. I have been posting on the Nextdoor app, marketing myself to do free services for single mothers, single fathers, for those on disability, because plumbing is expensive. You know, if you ever call the plumbing company, you know, these companies charge $125 an hour plus. You think I'm joking? Call a plumber. So I have done a lot of wrong in my life, you know, but when I do plumbing and I repair somebody's fixture, or I install a water heater, or, you know, they got a clog and I fix their clog, and I see that satisfaction on their face, to me, that is like a badge of honor. You know, the same way a police officer carries a badge, me carrying my plumbing license is a badge of honor, because I'm protecting the public health. I'm at the same time from cross-contamination, you know? So that is something I really take pride in doing.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're gonna get to the receipt. the receipts you got after, because they're gonna bring this up. They're gonna bring this up a little bit. They're gonna bring it up, and there's gonna be a specific part I know from when I seen it where she's gonna ask about your humanitarian work. So that would be the perfect time for you to provide your receipts, okay?
Okay.
TR is when he created the GoFundMe a week ago. I looked at the GoFundMe.
You know what's interesting about this is that they set up this interview to show receipts because of what the Queen lady had to say, but nobody set up an interview to review what I had to say about this clown. Y'all don't notice that? Nobody ain't set up no interview and rolled the tapes of me talking to show any receipts. You don't notice that? Like, they scared of me, bro. Like, all these content creators, man, I don't know why y'all running and hiding for, bro. I don't understand this, man. Y'all just be hiding every time I do a video. Nobody don't do no reactions to it. Like, I'm the only YouTuber that do videos and nobody does reactions to my videos. They don't do no reactions. They're like, nah, we ain't even messing with Ringo, bro. I ain't trying to get exposed, bro. I ain't even gonna mess with his videos, bro. Let's go.
And he emphasized that he does humanitarian efforts to single mothers, fathers, veterans, disabled. And, you know, it didn't sit right. He bolded only that part because when you're reading the whole paragraph, you're inclined to go right to the bolded part. This man is helping out veterans and people that need his help.
All of this I already talked about already, fam.
And so I need to donate. And I just felt like that kind of reminded me of Rhoda Osmond. I said, maybe they're related. Maybe this is her cousin because this is so believable. So I did my research. When I went to Aaron's Facebook, I noticed that everything on his Facebook was about him, his body, working out, doing pull-ups.
That's how it is on everybody's page, bro. On everybody's Facebook, Instagram, it's gonna be about you. That's not really research.
Sit-ups, doing push-ups, everything related to fitness.
The man is in the gym. What do you want him to do?
I was looking even for the picture he used on GoFundMe of him in his uniform. There was no videos, no.
I already told y'all, that's a Home Depot uniform, guys. Somebody even came in my live chat and said that was a Home Depot truck behind him. But that, you know, he was wearing a hard hat, a vest, all of that you buy right there at Home Depot and put on, guys.
Post of any of this humanitarian work.
So, I want to say, I get she was trying to do the research and, you know, what she knows is what she knows. But when we heard this part, I was like, I get what she's trying to go for, but all the stuff that she was asking for, it's on your Instagram. Like
it's on my Instagram.
It's literally on your Instagram.
For you to be the queen of accountability, queen, you know, you should have reached out to me, and I could have helped you out with your investigation.
Now think about what you just said right there, Aaron. You just literally told this woman that all she had to do is reach out to you. And you wondering why everybody talking about you. You really think by you reaching out to that woman that she have your best interest at heart, bro? What did I tell you? I warned you already, right? You reach out to that woman to have a conversation, you just hanging yourself, bro. Like, I don't even know what's the matter with you. It's like you're not getting it, man. You reach out to her to give any statements. It's like talking to the police. Whatever you say can and will be used against you. There's no way around it, man. That's like going inside the shark's mouth. He literally just said right there, oh, you know, if she wants, she can reach out to me to, you know, if she want to know some information. But yet he's mad with everybody talking about him on social media. It's crazy stuff, man. Let's go.
Reached out to you on Facebook and told you, you know, I would love to talk to you. You know, we can converse back and forth. And
so you reached out to her on Facebook? Hold on. Did he just say that? Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me rewind back a little bit.
Doing push-ups, everything related to fitness.
Wait.
Of accountability, Queen, you know, you should have reached out to me, and I could have helped you out with your investigation. I in fact reached out to you on Facebook and told you, you know, I would love to talk to you.
Wow.
You know, we can converse back and forth, and if there was something that you would like to know, we can certainly go about that. But I did not hear back from you. So to refute those allegations, as she just said, we're going to show you right here. She alleges I don't do any humanitarian work whatsoever. We're going to go ahead and show you right now.
He just basically said that he reached out to her. Isn't that clout chasing? Why are you reaching out to all the people that are against you, bro? Like, you don't listen, you don't watch the tapes, you don't review the videos. Like, you're literally trying to reach out to people that don't even care about you, bro. I told you already, none of these content creators can be trusted. I told you already. These YouTube streets is dirty, man. You can't trust none of these people. These people are evil and wicked, bro. You know? At the end of the day, it's not about the truth. It's not about the lie. It's just about the bag. That's all it's about. Warn you, man. Let's see these receipts that he got.
Okay, so here's something humanitarian.
Hold on real quick.
My best friend's wife passed away from cancer.
Hold on. It's not sharing it. Are you sharing the screen? Like I showed you?
Yeah, I went to share screen.
Hold on real quick.
Can you see it?
No. Okay, hold on. You run so click the button again. And then make sure you're not sharing an application. Make sure you're sharing the desktop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see?
We're about to see it. It's loading right now. There you go.
Can you see it now?
Yes, yeah. There you go. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. We gotta make sure we give y'all the evidence because I don't want my people going without evidence. So y'all can make y'all judgment based off of what y'all see, not by what y'all are just simply hearing. So go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead, do your thing.
Now this is me on the Nextdoor app.
Him on the Nextdoor app. Let me see if I can open this screen up a little bit. Right? You know, let's see if they have any corn site windows open. You know, some of these people, man, be posting videos and they'll show you their screen and they forgot they have like a corn site that's in the tab that's still open. Let's see if we can find any dirt, fam, because some of these people, man, they don't know how to move, man. So let's see what they're looking at. We got Discord, we got StreamYards, Transfer, GoFundMe. Interesting. Transfers, GoFundMe. Are y'all seeing this? Uh-oh, guys. Come on now. What's going on here, fam? That man is on the Transfers, GoFundMe. So that mean he was transferring money. Do this man have other GoFundMes out there, y'all? Oh, man, this is crazy, man. What else we got here? Submit a request. Help. I don't know what's that, man, but it looked like it's connected to GoFundMe. So basically, he's communicating with GoFundMe. Do you see how we got these receipts, fam? Man, I tell you, bro, the receipts don't lie. Check this out, guys. Wow, wow, wow. Say it ain't so. Look at it right there on the screen. It says, transfer GoFundMe, then it says submit a request help tab. See how much you can learn about people from their tabs? Are y'all seeing that? So basically, he's literally communicating with GoFundMe trying to get the money right now. For all we know, he probably gained access to it. He probably got the money already, y'all. Right? Let's see what else we got. Grown man fitness. Why you what? Why are you looking at grown men fitness, man?
What you talking about, Willis?
Nah, bro. I don't know about that, fam. You know? But, you know, sometimes when you're doing your research, you got to look at the whole screen to find out what's going on. So now, check this out. It says 16 weeks ago, right? 16 weeks ago, he wrote this. So we're going to read this. I'm going to read it first because I don't want to hear him read it because like I don't know. It's like he just don't know what he's doing. So, he says, I am one of a few licensed journeyman plumbers trying to provide free plumbing services for Army veterans and those that are disabled on a discretionary case by case evaluation. So you're going to be evaluating if these people are disabled? What kind of nonsense is that? Discretionary case by case evaluation and reduce pricing, savings, homeowners, thousands. And these contractors think I'm stupid. And I don't know the law trying to get me in trouble for a good deed. What? Let me see. I just hate how a company I was working for would charge. Uh-oh. Busted. Busted. Ta-da. Ah, boy. Exposed. Check out what he said, gang. He said, and I quote, I just hate how a company I was working for. My goodness, bro. You exposed already, bro. Let's just end the stream. Let's just end the stream, guys. Come on now. Come on. Where my flowers at, guys? Where my flowers, man? This is what happens when you know how to read. The man said, I just hate how a company I was working for. So he was once working for a company. That's the company that fired him, gang. See how easy I exposed that? Do you see how easy that was? You got all these content creators acting like they giving y'all the truth, like they breaking things down. All I'm doing is reading to understand, and I solved the case already, guys. That easy. Proof right there. He was already fired, guys. He was already fired. Now think about how many content creators reviewed this video and didn't even bring this out. All it took for me to just read it one time, case solved already. He said, I know, wait, where we at? Okay. I just hate how a company I was working for would charge elderly people thousands for a simple task. So he have a hatred for a company, a plumbing company he used to work for. That's the company that fired him, y'all. And remember, this was 16 weeks ago. So he was already fired, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Now, let's see if the content creator is going to give me my credit. Let's see if these content creators are going to clip this section of the video and say, wow, shout out to Ringo. Nope, they're not going to do that. They're going to go on their platforms and regurgitate what I just finished saying and make it seem like they're giving you some sort of truth. Promise you that's what they're going to do, fam. They're not even going to mention my name, right? So let's go back to this thing here. He said, let me just read it back from the top, right? I am one of few licensed journeyman plumbers trying to provide free plumbing services for Army veterans and those that are disabled on a discretionary case-by-case evaluation and reduced pricing, saving homeowners thousands. And these contractors think I'm stupid. And I don't know the law trying to get me in trouble for a good deed. So basically, the job he was at, the job he was working for, the contractors, the real big boys, was trying to get him in trouble. Are y'all peeping game? Are y'all peeping game? See what happens when you know how to read? He said, and I quote, right? These contractors think I'm stupid, and I don't know the law trying to get me in trouble for doing a good deed. So basically, there was an issue at the job where the real contractors, right, were trying to get him in trouble because he was doing free work, y'all. He said, I just hate how a company I was, past tense, was working for, right, would charge elderly people thousands for a simple task. Now, that's a conflict of interest for you even doing that online. So you was already fired when you made that post. When he made that post, he was already fired, gang. He was already fired. Now, notice that the host of the show that is interviewing him, they can't even see what I'm showing y'all because they blind. Do you see the difference between content creators that are serious and content creators that are a joke? I'm showing you by just simply reading, guys. You know? So it goes on, it says, these contractors think I'm stupid and I don't know the law trying to get me in trouble for a good deed. I just hate how a company I was working for would charge elderly people thousands for a simple task. So I decided to use my skills to help those in need. This is why he got fired, y'all. This is why he was already fired already. He was already fired from the company. They saw what he was doing. They said, you can't do that. The contractors was trying to get him in trouble. He already got in trouble already. That's why he said, I decided to use my skills, right, to help those in need. How is he going to make money as a plumber if he feels the prices are too high? That's dumb. That's a conflict of interest with himself. How is he going to earn money? Right? He says, I am trying to provide a service so I can get my master plumber's license, which means he's not really a contractor plumber. You get it? He's like, what you call those people, like I said, with the record labels, like an intern, a person who had to go get a certificate similar to a 10-hour OSHA certificate to give you the qualifications to be at the job site, which means the certificate he have give him the qualifications to be around the real plumbers, the real licensed contractors, and he can work under them to kind of learn the job. Are y'all seeing that now? Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go. So it says, so I decided to use my skills to help those in need. I'm trying to provide a service. I had to check my volume to see if y'all even hear me. An apprentice, yeah. A permit, yep. Okay. I am trying to provide a service so I can get my master plumber's license and become a contractor too. But of course, they don't want to see that happen. Are y'all seeing that? They don't want to see that happen. So he was already fired, guys. He lied about the whole thing. He lied about the whole thing, man. He said they don't want to see that happen. Who? The company that hired him. They don't want to see that. You know? Shout out to Revolutionary Laws. He says, yo, Ringo, that sweater is fire. Yeah, I got the Ringo TV in the front part and the behind part. I don't know if you see that. 77. I don't know. Reactions or something along them lines. You know what I mean? So you know how it is, man. Gotta make sure everything is fly. You know? 77 is the year I was born, so it is what it is. But yeah, he was already fired, guys. He was already fired. Because he says, I'm trying to provide a service so that I can get my master's plumber's license and become a contractor, right? Too. But of course, they don't want to see that happen. It's hard enough being a black man in this trade, but this is disgusting How greedy can you possibly be? These contractors / owners of these companies make $30K a day at the bare minimum, and that's a slow day. Now he's speaking against the company he working for, guys. This is all going against company policy. They're gonna let him go. Are y'all seeing this exchange that he's doing? This is what got him fired, y'all. This is what got him fired. His own post on Facebook, bro. Right? So it says $30K a day at the bare minimum, and that's a slow day. It's just ridiculous, but you won't stop me. Uh-oh, so somebody was trying to stop him, guys. I'm so smart. I'm going to keep doing good deeds no matter how many times you try to stop me. So somebody was trying to stop him, guys. Somebody was trying to stop this man from doing what he's doing, and they got rid of him. If y'all can't see that this man was fired already, I don't know. Now, he could always spin it and say, well, I used to work for another plumbing company. You got it wrong, Ringo. The company that let me go is a newer company. He's gonna try to flip it some other way. But based on this receipt that he's trying to show y'all, it's very evident and clear that he was already fired, man. He didn't just get fired. He was already let go. He was already let go. And these are, what is this? Hold on, wait. Hold on a second. This is Yahoo? Hold on. Is he? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What in the world is going on here? Wait, Discord is sharing your screen. Wait, I'm trying to see what's going on here. These are emails? This is the inbox of a Yahoo Mail, guys. Hold on, wait a minute. He's in the inbox. This is Yahoo Mail. So he's basically, but this is weird. He got 24 likes or something. I don't know. Maybe this is something, some app or something. He said he was using an app. He said he was using some sort of app. So I'll just leave it like that. Because I know I use Yahoo Mail, but I never seen nothing like that. Let me let them explain it and find out what's going on. You know, let me see. Hold on a second. Okay. All right.
I am one of few licensed journeyman plumbers trying to provide free plumbing services. Again, this was 16 weeks ago for Army veterans and those that are disabled on a discretionary case-by-case evaluation and reduced pricing, saving homeowners thousands. And these contractors think I'm stupid and I don't know the law. They're trying to get me in trouble for a good deed. I just hate how a company I was working for would charge elderly people thousands for a simple task. So I decided to use my skills to help those in need. I am trying to provide a service so I can get my master plumber license and become a contractor too. But of course, they don't want to see that happen. It's hard enough being a black man in this trade, but this is disgusting. How greedy can you possibly be? These contractors, owners of these companies make $30,000 a day plus at a bare minimum, and that's a slow day. It's just ridiculous, but you won't stop me. I'm too smart. I'm going to keep doing good deeds no matter how many times you try to stop me.
Well, that's why he got fired. That little post right there will get you fired automatically because you turned it into a race issue. I understand the racism in the trades industry. I understand how that works. I get it, right? It's in the carpentry industry. It's in the so-called plumbing industry, construction industry. There's a lot of racism in there, but that's not to be an excuse that you can't get in or you can't possibly do your own thing or start your own business or whatever the case is. That exchange he posted there, in my opinion, got him fired. It definitely did, because he was focused in on they, a company I was working for. So he was already fired already.
There goes 24 likes. Okay, now let's continue on. I don't do any humanitarian work, allegedly. My buddy and I are both licensed journeyman plumbers. We got some type of error right there in the mirror. I don't know why that white bar is there, but you can see low income, fixed income housing, disability, Army veterans, people with property management issues. Please message me. This is all a discretionary basis, job by job.
Hold on, I want to see what he reading because there's some small text here. I ain't playing around. I'm trying to find what is he saying and what's going on. Hold on. You know, and I'm not going to review the whole video. I'm going to save the rest for in the morning because, you know what I mean? It's already 2:22 a.m. and I'm not even like near the end. It's like 1 hour and 38 more minutes to go. I didn't even know this stream they did was that lengthy, man. So I'm gonna have to do it in parts. It's too much. But let me see what's going on here. He said, my best friend's wife passed away from cancer in the month, leaving him a single father of 4. He's unemployed, very genuine guy, and has a big heart. Why is he unemployed? How could he have a big heart and be unemployed? And why are you telling people this? He said he's unemployed, very genuine guy, and has a big heart. I've been taking him with me to do free plumbing jobs, but I don't have enough business to employ him. Is there anyone willing to take on a laborer or apprentice in any construction trade, or someone that can help him get a warehouse job? Thank you. All God bless. Interesting. Somebody says, I do security work. I can help him get his guard card and help him get a job if he has a clean background. If he have a clean background. Uh-oh. Mary said, if he have a clean background. Caucasian woman not playing, fam. They ain't hiring you. You better have that clean background. You better have a clean background. They not hiring you. White folk ain't playing that. You know, your background stinks. They not hiring you, bro. So you could see where he copied and pasted the whole Army veteran thing and all that mess. Because if you look carefully, you can't really see it, but it says income, housing, disability, Army veterans, people with property management issues. Please message me. This is all a discretionary basis, job by job. You are not entitled to free plumbing if you don't meet the criteria above. So people got to meet the criteria for the free plumbing, but those that don't, they have to pay. Come on, man. This man is not giving away free jobs, man. This man is not giving away free jobs. And all of these jobs, he have no insurance. So at the end of the day, if you let him work in your house, you're taking a risk. You're taking a risk, fam, at the end of the day. You know? It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy work. Well, let's get back to what they got to say. Hold on.
You are not entitled to free plumbing if you don't meet the criteria above. Thank you all. Good morning and God bless. Let's show one more thing right here. My best friend's wife passed away from cancer in the mouth, leaving him a single father of 4. He's unemployed, very genuine guy, and has a big heart. I've been taking him with me to do free plumbing jobs, but I don't have enough business to him.
Why would you be taking a man to do free jobs and he don't have a job? He ain't making no money, but he's a father of 4. How's he paying the bills? How is he paying the bills?
Boy, him. Is there anyone willing to take on a laborer or apprentice in any construction trade or someone that can help him get a warehouse job. Thank you all. God bless.
I think you were the apprentice and the laborer, posing like a licensed plumber.
And actually, I successfully helped him land a job with a contractor. My buddy, he's doing excellent right now. He's an electrician. He's an apprentice. And he was able to get that employment due to me soliciting my plumbing skills and networking with other contractors. I was successfully able to get my friend a job, and now he's taking care of his 4 boys as a single father.
Oh, so you want all the credit. You know, you just did everything for him, right? We don't have no proof that you did that. We just gonna take your word for it. Okay, whatever you say.
Okay.
I'm a monster, you know. I'm
also,
a scammer.
Also, you have some pictures. I saw on your, but the week we did the before we did the interview, when we were reaching out to get the everything established, you also posted some pictures with you had met with like a community manager for like a youth program and something like that. Do you still have those pictures so people can see that you're not just making this up?
You can see it on my Instagram.
Okay.
So what happened was
Listen, man, nobody cares about these simple pictures that you posted, man. That doesn't prove humanitarian work. Every last one of us have done things for the community in some sort of regard that we could snap a photo with, man. This doesn't prove anything. If you claim you do humanitarian work, if you claim you out here helping the kids, you should have a track record of doing this for years. All the kids in the neighborhood ought to know you by name. All of the kids supposed to know you. All of the community centers should know you. The schools in the community should have you come up to speak to the kids. This man is not doing nothing with nothing, man. Come on, man. Yeah, he probably could steal those images from some other website and post them as if though it's something he did. Come on, man. Nobody ain't buying that mess. I've seen all of these scams before. And don't let me reverse search a photo. Again, when people post photos, guys, you got to reverse search photos, right? You got to reverse search photos. Let me see. Let me go to his IG. Hold on a second. Let me go to the IG, fam. Yo, what the hell is going on with Creflo Dollar's daughter, bro? She's literally naked on her IG, fam. I kid you not. No cap. No cap. Creflo Dollar's daughter, bro, is literally naked on IG, bro. You know? What's her page, Ringo? What's her page? It's called It's Lori. That's ITS LOURE. That's Creflo Dollar's daughter, fam. No cap. I'm not kidding. That's Creflo Dollar's daughter. Go check it out. Go check it out, fam. I've been telling you this for a long time that I was going to expose her, but I kind of just left it alone because I figure, hey, he don't got no control over her no more because she's grown. But look at what goes on with the tithe money when you look at Creflo Dollar's daughter. As soon as you look at her, you're going to be like, yeah, that's Creflo Dollar's daughter, all right. You know what I'm saying? She kind of thick, though. I ain't going to hold you now. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but damn, that's sad, bro. The pastor's daughter, bro. It's so bad, I don't even want to expose it, man. But let me check out this dude's Instagram and find out what's going on. Let me see. Okay, here we go. He's still in the store doing them turtle videos, man. This guy is still in Walmart, fam. Doing these dumb videos, man. Where's the receipts that he talked about? He said he did receipts or something, looking around. Let me see. Hold on a second. I see an image of what appears to be possibly a cop going by somebody's door. Then you see him with some sort of tools or whatever the case is. I don't know what the hell is this. And if I'm correct, I think he was saying something about he was teaching some kid how to do X, Y, and Z. That don't mean he's teaching anybody to do anything. What that is right there is he's unclogging a drain. You know what I mean? That's all that is right there. That's unclogging a drain. That's pretty much a snake that he's using. That's a cheap snake, by the way. The real industrial kind is, you know, the ones that was used in the location I used to work at was, you know, you have to put it together. You have to put it together. But I don't see anything there. And why is the video, hold on, let me see if I could do this. Let me see if I could do this, fam, because I'm going to try to use some of my skills right now. Hold on a second. I'm going to try to use some of my skills. Let me see. Did any of y'all go to check out that IG with Creflo Dollar's daughter? I'm pretty sure some of the guys went over there. Y'all probably like, what the heck? Thanks, Ringo, for the link, man, to Creflo Dollar's daughter, bro. Let me see. All right, let me get the video. I'm trying to do something to see. I'm trying to verify the information because something don't seem right. So I'm gonna do some internet stuff right now. And I better not find nothing, fam, because if I do, it's gonna be exposed. Because I really supposed to shut down the stream right now because I'm not gonna stay up to 5 in the morning. I ain't doing that. I gotta get some rest. Okay, let me download this video here because this video looks questionable. All right, so let me open this up. Right? Okay. Now. Right? All right. Let me see if I could do this. Something ain't right about this, guys. Something is not right about this. I'm trying to find out what's going on. Something is not right about this. Let me see. I'm gonna have to do more research on this, fam. Something ain't right about this. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one.
And throughout since I've been out of bondage, you know, people have always been having me advocate to children and let them know about my experience. And I had met up with the Brotherhood, and there was a particular individual, you know, that had got in some trouble with the law. Right. And, you know, they nominated me to advocate to him about the criminality I used to indulge in. And, you know, I had a profound impact on this young man's life. I showed him my bullet holes. I let him know, you know.
You showed him your bullet holes. Hey, yo. Why are you showing another man your bullet holes? Like, what that do for anybody? That's not helping nobody. Nobody cares about your bullet holes, bro.
What comes with the gang life? 2 things, death or prison. And I'm willing to meet up with these children, but now, you know, I'm having difficulty doing that because people are painting this narrative out for me being this violent man or bringing up my past.
How are you having difficulty doing that if you were doing that? If you've been doing that, the parents must love you. So no amount of talk on social media would interfere with that if the parents already done co-sign you. The parents already done give you that stamp of approval because you've been working with the youth in the community, then nobody could change that. So I know you're lying. You're lying about everything, fam. Just stop lying and just come clean.
All of these things of that nature. Now it's like, okay, you know, and I trust this man, you know, with all the stuff they're saying around these kids, even though I've never done nothing to no kids.
So then basically you scamming with the humanitarian efforts, because with what you're saying now, are you saying that the parents of all these kids pull their children away from you because of some YouTube videos? I doubt that happened. just admit that you lied to the people. Just admit you lied. That's all you got to do. Just say, look, I've been scamming. I'm lying. You know, it's all cap. That's all.
Right.
People that know me, that love, that people that know me know I love kids and would never do nothing wrong to them. But because y'all are painting this narrative out here, and I was already in the works of getting, football games organized for some kids out here in these neighborhoods, getting a flag football game, because you don't see kids playing at these parks anymore. Kids are in the house behind some technology. I'm trying to get them outside to come play some basketball, do something positive. Anybody that know me, that'll tell you, I grew up boxing. I love fighting. I be teaching kids how to fight, and not how to fight to hurt somebody, but how to defend themselves and how to protect themselves. And they're just gonna shed light on everything negative I do. But yeah, we could certainly get those videos uploaded, and even moving forward, I'm gonna be shedding more light on the children. I want to shed more light on the children, so I'm already meeting up with some parents. I'm trying to get some documentation signed where I can make content with me speaking with these kids as well.
Right. I'm trying to go through your story and trying to find it. It may have expired, so whenever you get a chance, unless you have those pictures saved on your phone or something, you can upload them to your story, and then whenever it posts, I'll go over there. But the reason why we know about this is because as we were starting to get set to start reaching out to you for the interview, this is one of the things that we had saw as we were talking to you. And for some people that want to see something right now, proof that he helped somebody, because we can only go by off of what is on the screen and what we have seen. This was posted by him for 2 hours ago. He said, taught this young man how to run this rigid K400. He now has a life skill and has bought a sports car from Plumbing. Okay. So that's just one of the things that we can say that's on the internet.
Are you kidding me, bro? Like, are you really kidding me? Y'all go and show a clip of him posting something that we don't know where he got this from. They could have stole that from somebody else. Let's go back to that, fam. Let's go back to that. All right. Where is it?
We are not you, and we don't know what has really gone on. So all the internet can really do that somebody, because we can only go by off of what is on the screen and what we have seen.
Okay, let's do some investigation. Again, anytime people post a screen, you got to look at their tabs. A lot of times people get exposed by their tabs. I've seen YouTubers get exposed badly by that. Right? So browse, Naya, whatever, Runway, Ezekiel, New Living Translation. Let me see. Book flights, airlines. So, you kind of get to know where people are by their tabs. I'll tell you, they expose themselves a lot. Right? My channel control, AI music generator, how to make a podcast, profile picture maker, anime homepage, my Sunbit, key and BPM of any. Oh, that's like how you find the key and the beats per minute of any song. Enhance speech. Okay. So he put a tag, taught this young man how to run this rigid K400. Now he has a life skill and bought a sports car from Plumbing. So let me get this straight. You just taught him that, and already he bought a sports car. You believe that garbage? Oh, man. I'm telling you, man. This stuff is laughable, fam. This is funny. Taught this young man how to run this rigid K400, right? He now has a life skill and bought a sports car from Plumbing. So you just taught him that in one day, and already the next day he bought a sports car. Really? You just taught him how to use that, and already he bought a sports car. Really? You really want us to believe this garbage, right? Where did you get this video from, sir? Like, who video you hijacked to make it look like you do it? First of all, I don't see you in the video. So I don't see you teaching nobody nothing, right? This is a random video that anybody can post on their story. Anybody. That does not mean you taught anybody anything. So stop the cap. You know? And this ain't no little kid either, because little kids ain't driving around in sports cars. So I don't know why you lying, man. I don't know why you lying, talking about you out here doing humanitarian work with the kids. This is not a kid, bro. Kids don't drive around sports cars.
This was posted by him for 2 hours ago.
And it's a shame how the host of the video is literally passing this off as if though it's a receipt. Y'all gotta do better than that, man. Like, seriously, man. That's not a receipt. Anybody can post that. You don't see him in the video teaching nobody nothing. Anybody could put text on a video and make it their own.
It taught this young man how to run this rigid K400. He now has a life skill and has bought a sports car from Plumbing. Okay, so that's just one of the things that we can say that's on the internet.
And you really believe that garbage? I'm telling you, bro, is people this slow? This is crazy.
Shout out Danny.
Oh, shout out to Danny. When you get that picture, when you get those pictures, you can put them on your story and then just let me know and I'll bring them up.
Okay.
Because all we can do for people that we are not you and we don't know what has really gone on. So all the internet can really do is go off of what they have access to, right? So I feel like it is very important for not only my fan base, for MTR's fan base, for your future fan base, if you pursue content, it doesn't matter, for Abba and Preach's fan base. I think it's very important that at the end of the day, we're gonna judge people whether or not we believe they're innocent or guilty, but I feel like the most important thing is at least let's have the basic knowledge of the situation. That's just how I feel.
It's sad, man.
Yeah. So when you do that, you're ready for that to, when you upload that or whatever, you're ready to show it, or you can send it to me after and I'll put it in the video. It doesn't matter. But
okay. Yeah, I'll send it to you after.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the show from here. There is still 1 hour and 32 minutes worth of footage to go through. I don't got the energy to sit here. Well, not sit here, stand here. You know what I mean? After doing yard work and all sorts of crazy stuff, I don't have that type of energy right now. I've been up all night. It's going on 3 a.m. soon. I got to get some rest because I got work to do in the morning as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue this off in the morning time, where I'm going to break this thing down and get to the nitty gritty on what's going on with these tapes and find out. So let me see. This is at clock 52:44. 52:44. Let me take a screenshot of that so I can remember where I was at. That way, when I go live, I can, part 2, and we, go right back where we left off, right? Let me see. Okay, so I think we did what we had to do. We had fun. This is getting really crazy, man. Now, you know what the sad thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, is the amount of people who come to my shows and constantly complain because I'm sharing this truth. Like, they don't have a problem with Abba and Preach talking about this character. They don't even have a problem with MTR turning his back against him and throwing him under the bus. But they got a problem when Ringo TV share his thoughts about the situation. Ain't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? You know why? Because I'm the only one that makes sense. I'm the guy that makes sense about these stories. They just don't like the fact that I actually teach on it, right? And shout out to everybody that supported via the super chat. You know, shout out to William. You know, it says Ringo, you killing it, bro. Shout out to William for the support. Shout out to William again. Says, where the hell it go? I didn't even see the comment. It says, support the show. Ringo is thoroughly breaking this topic down. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Appreciate the support. Yeah, so we're gonna get up on out of here. I'm gonna close down the Ringo TV Raw channel first. So peace and blessings to everybody over there. You know, yeah, I'm tired right now. You know how it is. I'm tired right now, man. I gotta get some sleep, man. I might just sleep in the kitchen right here on the floor, man. You know what I mean? I'm tired, man. Seriously. I mean, as long as I got a sandwich with me, you know? Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all don't like these things here? Nah, I'm not gonna show, because if I show, it's gonna be, hey, yo! You know, it's actually some, what is that? Pistachios. Because if I show it, you know, people, hey, yo! You know how y'all is, man. You know? And then I got the other stuff there. If I show that, hey, yo! Ringo, that's what you eat? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But anyway, let's see what we got here. All right, so I'm gonna close out the Ringo TV Raw channel and whatnot. So come on over to the Ringo TV Raw channel. I'm gonna close it out. So peace and blessings to everybody over there. I'm signing out over there. So come on over to the reactions channel, right? Peace and blessings to everybody on the Ringo TV Raw channel. Peace, peace, peace. All right, come on over. All right. Okay, so we close that out, right? Let's see. I need to shout some people out. Hold on, let me see. Did I shout out this person? I'm not sure. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. This is from TD. I can't even pronounce the name, fam. I'm just being honest with you. TD, yeah, left one of those animation things. Appreciate you for the support. And I think another person, shout out to Jamie. I'm not sure if I shouted you out before, but shout out to Jamie as well. Denise, Jonathan. I think I shouted y'all out. Yeah, I did. Right? So we're going to get up on out of here, man. We're going to continue on tomorrow. Well, today. You know? People mad at me because I'm doing these quality videos here, man. That just goes to show the level of hate, fam. Like, a brother can't even do content without people. You be seeing trolls in my chat going crazy at 3 in the morning, like 2, 3 in the morning, and they're mad with me, but they watching me. It's amazing, fam. Like, I don't get that type of stuff, man. Like, if you don't like me, don't watch me. You know what I mean? If you're a sister and you just looking for some heavy meat, then just hit a brother up on Instagram and say you're looking for heavy meat. You know, I understand sometimes, you know, back in the days, if a sister like a brother, sometimes she'll just start an argument, want to pick a fight. You know, that was their way of trying to show interest. But, you know, you just got to just say, look, hey, what's going on, Ringo? I'm really feeling you. You know, I'm looking for some heavy meat, you know? And maybe we can help you out, you know? But yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Stop hating on me. and learn how to show some love. You know what I mean? And that's that, man. Learn how to be cool, man. Some of y'all just too uptight and miserable, man. Right? So we're going to do what we got to do, man. I'm going to get me some rest. I'm going to fix me another sandwich first. Sandwich was good, man. That Sara Lee, what is it? Sara Lee turkey or something? I don't know what it is. Honey turkey. Right? Okay. Yeah. So we're going to get up on out of here, man. We're going to get up on out of here, man. Y'all stay safe. Ringo TV reactions, man. You already know what it is, man. You already know what it is. I should go put something on the grill at 3 a.m. Fire up the grill while it's still dark outside. Neighbors will go looking at me like I'm crazy. This man outside at 3 a.m. in the morning putting something on the grill. Yeah. Ringo TV reactions. You already done know what it is. Make sure you recognize what we about. Click that like button, subscribe to the channel. Ringo TV reactions, Ringo TV Raw. #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. Putting in work since 2006. You already done know what it is. Catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.